something above there, by the trees.
Step into the mysterious. Get ready for some spooky adventures as we explore strange creatures, ghostly happenings, and creepy creatures. These videos will show you the secrets of the supernatural, featuring encounters with weird beings and diving into the world of unexplained events. From the dark corners of the night to places we do not understand, our cameras catch strange and puzzling things. Each video gives you a peek into something extraordinary, making you wonder what is real and giving you a taste of the unknown. Join us on this thrilling journey into the world of strange creatures and mysteries where every video has a story that'll make your hair stand on end. Giant wolf. In a deep, dark forest where the high trees rumored secrets and the leaves rustled like whispers, a great big wolf prowled. This wolf was massive, with sharp teeth like daggers and eyes that shimmered with hunger. The wolf's fur was as dark as the night, and its breath started like fog. One sunny day, a little doggy, much lower than the giant wolf, was playing in the forest. The doggy's fur was a blend of brown and white, and its tail wagged with excitement as it explored the forest land. But also, in an unforeseen and fearful moment, the big wolf charged at the little doggy. The doggy's heart pounded and it barked in fear. The forest echoed with the wolf's fierce growls, and the ground shook with its heavy way. The little canine's instincts accepted in, and it ran as quickly as its bitsy legs could carry it, contending through the trees and springing over backwoods. The chase continued through the woods with the big wolf hot on the doggy's tail. It was a heart-pounding race between a giant wolf and a small, clever survivor in the wild. Fight of two giant bears. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a wild and untamed jungle, two massive, black, furry grizzly bears set up themselves locked in a ferocious and roaring showdown. The sun was shining brightly above, casting dappled shafts through the thick cover of trees onto the jungle bottom. Both bears, snorting and growling, were locked in a battle of strength and will. They stood on their hind legs, their claws glinting in the sun as they swiped and roared at each other. The earth vibrated beneath their strong paws. Each bear was determined to prove their dominance over this lush and mysterious home. Leaves rustled and branches shook as they collided, transferring echoes of their ferocious fight through the jungle. The birds in the trees took to the sky, their bodies beating in an unmelodious delirium. Other creatures galloped down, fleeing the explosive spectacle of these giants colliding. As the day wore on, the battle raged, a true test of muscle and flexibility. The jungle bore evidence to this grand struggle, and only time would tell which bear would crop as the sovereign of this untamed area. Huge wolf attack. In a big green forest one sunny day, a giant wolf with fur as dark as night suddenly leaped out from the dark. A little dog, happily smelling around, found itself facing this massive creature. The wolf's sharp eyes locked onto the dog, and without warning, it attacked, teeth disclosed. A hidden camera nearby captured the fierce hassle between these two wild beings. The dog, much smaller in size, howled and tried to escape, but the wolf was relentless. The forest echoed with the sounds of their struggle, leaves rustling and branches snapping. The camera recorded every dreadful moment, freezing the frightening scene in time. As the dust settled, the wolf retreated into the depths of the forest, leaving the little dog shaken but alive. The footage served as a silent witness to the untamed drama that unfolded between these creatures, a reminder of the raw and unpredictable nature of the wild. Mystery creature.
What the is this?
One sunny day, something super weird happened at the beach. Imagine a creature, totally strange, lying there like a crashed skeleton. But get this, it had no eyes. Super mysterious, right? A trail camera caught a movie of this oddball during the day, showing off its funky shape. The creature's body was like a mix and match puzzle, making people who saw the pics super curious. No eyes, no regular stuff, just a weird shape against the sandy background. How did it even end up on the sand? Was it from outer space or maybe from the deep sea? Lots of questions and nobody had the answers. What made it even more mysterious was that nobody knew its name. Nobody could figure out what this strange thing was. People chatted and guessed like crazy, just like seagulls making a racket. The trail camera set that strange moment, making the sand, once a chill place, into a riddle zone. It was like a secret mystification waiting for curious folks to figure out this eyeless, crashed creature. Paranormal activity. One cold night, the backyard camera caught something weird. A fuzzy white thing popped up suddenly. It danced around like a ghost in an old cartoon, twirling and swirling in the moonlit yard. Nothing could figure out what it was. Was it a curious cloud out for a night stroll? Or maybe a playful snowflake fooling with the camera? The neighbors and the family were puzzled. The fuzzy visitor seemed friendly, like a shy guest at a surprise party. It hopped around, leaving everyone confused. It moved so fast, like a cotton candy ghost trying to stay hidden. The family watched the video again and again, wondering if their backyard was a secret meeting spot for space creatures. The white blur stayed a mystery, a quick caller in the quiet night only seen by the backyard camera. And that is how the story of the ghostly figure became a bedtime tale for the family, making them wonder about the secrets in their own backyard. The cassowary bird. Once upon a time, in a wild and green place, a big, colorful bird found itself in a strange situation. The cassowary, with its bright feathers and curious eyes, wandered too close to where humans had set up a trap. Unaware of the danger, it got caught in a cloaked net, set by a person trying to observe nature. The cassowary struggled, its strong legs kicking and its vibrant feathers rustling. Confused and scared, it flapped its wings in an attempt to escape. The mortal, retired and watching, saw the magnificent creature caught in the trap they had set. The bird's eyes reflected fear and a longing for freedom. As the cassowary fought to break free, the observer could not help but feel a mix of amazement and regret. It was a moment where the wild and mortal worlds collided, and the consequences of their presence became evident. The trapped bird's struggle echoed a story of survival and the delicate balance between the natural and the man-made. Lion in the snow. Once upon a cold day in a frozen forest, a big furry lion set up something amazing: snow. His eyes got really big and happy when he stepped onto the icy ground covered in the soft white stuff. His large paws sank into the fluffy snow, and he wiggled with excitement. A friendly camera, hiding in the frosty trees, saw every jump and playful move. The lion's long, majestic mane sparkled with snowflakes as he chased them in the cold air. His tail wagged like a happy flag, and his huge paw prints made a funny trail in the snow. The camera took movie of the lion's snowy adventure, landing each moment of his playful dance. The snowy timber turned into a magical playground, and the captain loved every moment of the cold, fluffy surprise. The camera, like a quiet friend, saved the happy movie of the lion's snowy fun in the middle of the icy nature. A giant black animal. Once upon a time, in a big wild place, there lived a giant black animal with shaggy fur, nearly like a massive buffalo. This strong beast floated freely through the vast lands, where the trees reached for the sky and the field was as high as a person. One sunny day, this enormous black creature tramped its way toward a strange appliance, a shining and noisy vehicle that did not belong in the wild. Its dark eyes twinkled with curiosity as it approached. The heavy animal lowered its colossal head, and with its immense strength, it gently began to rub its furry head against the side of the vehicle. It was as if the creature set up a new friend in this machine from another world. The vehicle, with its hard essence face, varied starkly with the animal's soft, thick fur. The giant black creature's behavior were a mix of riddle and wonder, as if it was trying to figure out the strange object. This unusual scrape between the wild and the mechanical was a testament to the beauty of nature's curiosity and its capability to accommodate and explore the strange. Lion's attack on giraffe. Once upon a time, in a land of high rocky mountains, there was a peaceful giraffe just minding its own business. The giraffe was walking through the rugged terrain, looking for some appetizing breaks to munch on. It was a bright and sunny day, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. But suddenly, a growl echoed through the mountains, and a group of fierce lions surfaced from the rocky checks. The lions had spotted the giraffe, and hunger lustered in their eyes. They approached the giraffe with a stealthy way, their strong bodies hidden among the brilliance. The giraffe, seeing danger, tried to run, but the rocky terrain made it delicate. The lions were determined in their pursuit, and they circled the giraffe, their roars filling the air. The giraffe, with its long legs, protested and tried to defend itself, but the lions were determined to catch their mess. The giraffe's heart competed as it faced this dangerous moment in the Rocky Mountains, encircled by empty lions. The battle between the giraffe and the lions was a fierce struggle for survival in the wild, untamed nature. Epic bear fight. Deep in the forest, where tall trees stood tall like defenders, a loud fight echoed through the air. Two giant black bears, each with fur as dark as night, battled fiercely in the middle of a curvy road. Sunlight peeked through leaves, making spots of light on the ground. Their roars broke the quiet of the woods. Big paws swiped at the air as the bears fought for control. Dust flew over from the ground as they clashed with all their muscle. A hidden camera in the bushes caught every moment of this amazing show. Among the tall trees, the bears' fight looked like a powerful dance. The forest watched still as these huge creatures fought, not knowing or caring about the human world hard. The camera lens saved ever the strong and wild beauty of this quick meeting in the big picture of nature. Dogman Encounter. In a really dark, thick jungle, there was this mysterious creature wandering still under the moonlight. When night came, a brave person set up a camera to find out the jungle's secrets. All of a sudden, there was a noise in the trees, and the leaves started dancing nervously. The camera, watching nearly, caught sight of a huge figure coming out from the dark. It was a creature covered in thick, dark fur, standing on two big legs. The camera shook a bit, showing how surprised the explorer was. With wide eyes, the lens zoomed in on the creature's huge feet, and that is how it got the name, Bigfoot. Its eyes sparkled in the dark, like an old mystery. The quiet was broken by the critter's deep growl, giving the observer the chills. The camera filmed everything as the discoverer, feeling a blend of fear and wonder, saw a bit of the huge creature. Bigfoot disappeared quickly into the jungle, making that night unforgettable and mysterious. Giant gator. Once on a sunny island, there lived a super big creature that looked like a giant, unmoving gator. It was so huge it could be related to mountains. One day, a camera spotted this enormous creature in broad daylight. The massive reptile just lay there like time had stopped, with its bumpy, shiny skin reflecting the sunlight. The trees and the ocean around it watched silently. The camera zoomed in, taking a video of every bump and crack on the creature's giant body. Birds nearby perched and stared, amazed by the gigantic sight. The whole day stayed super calm. The creature's eyes, like really old ponds, showed the world but kept their own secrets. The island felt like it was holding its breath, like everything broke. The giant creature, with its stillness, came part of the islet, alive and breathing. It was like a frozen moment in a video, a shot of a day when indeed the biggest things could be seen just being quiet. So the island kept the secret of the giant creature, a huge mystery shining in the daylight. Aggressive spirit.
Something doesn't feel right, does it? Doesn't feel right at all.
Two brave guys and a tough lady decided to check out a spooky house armed with ghost sensors. Their goal is to catch those playful ghosts causing a melee there. As they went in, it got really chilly, and the old floors made spooky sounds. They held on tight to their ghost sensor gadgets and kept going into the unknown. All of a sudden, a mean and unseen ghost showed up, not being too friendly. The ghost sensors started going crazy, warning them of big trouble. The three familiars held onto their gadgets even tighter, their hearts beating super fast with fear. The creepy feeling got even stronger, and dark started moving on the walls. Out of the blue, the mean ghost let out its power, knocking one of the guys to the ground. The others heaved. Feeling spooked as they tried to understand what was going on. The ghost detectors telephoned like crazy, showing how serious the spooky situation was. In the not-so-bright light, the group realized that catching these ghosts was way scarier than they allowed.
Really impressed upon you. Be careful. Yep.
No way.
Snake's meal. Once upon a time, in the bright light of day, an empty and cunning snake crawled quietly through the ground. Its body moved like a curled swash, blending with the green world around it. The snake's eyes were fixated on a breathless critter lying on the ground. The animal was no longer alive, and the snake, with its sharp mouth, was determined to have a mess. With a fleet flicker of its black lingo, the snake tasted the air, trying to describe any peril hard. It was like a stealthy operative, making sure no bone could catch it while it had its mess. As the snake approached the still body, its jaws opened wide, revealing its threatening fangs. It inched closer, calculating its move, and also, with a lightning fast strike, it sank its teeth into the breathless animal's meat. The snake's jaw locked onto its prey, and it began to sluggishly consume the mess. Its black lingo continued to flutter out, tasting the success of its search. In the bright daylight, the snake's survival instincts accepted in, and it flavored its mess, knowing it had prevailed in the circle of life. The wolf attack on a man. Once upon a time, there was a cameraman on an instigative adventure deep in the wild. He was on a charge to capture the fugitive and mysterious wolves on film. With his camera ready and heart pounding with excitement, he ventured into the desert. After hours of patient waiting, he eventually stumbled upon a quiet cave. To his amazement, inside the cave were a mama wolf and her bitsy, lovable babies. The cameraman could not believe his luck, and he sluggishly moved closer to get the perfect shot. But as he inched nearer, the mama wolf grew nervous and defensive. In an unforeseen, fearful moment, she attacked the cameraman, teeth disclosed and growling. He realized he'd come too close, too quickly, and the wolf was only trying to defend her precious pups. In a frantic struggle, the cameraman fought to cover himself, trying not to harm the wolf. Ultimately, he managed to retreat safely, shaken, but alive. It was a lesson learned about considering the wild and the significance of keeping a safe distance from its habitants. Rescuing an eagle.
Come on, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Come here, let me pick you up.
One sunny day, a guy in a boat saw something amazing, a bald eagle struggling in the water. He quickly grabbed his camera and hit record. The big bird was stuck, flapping its wings like crazy. Without thinking, the guy jumped in and saved it. He reached out and picked up the wet eagle. The camera caught the moment as he held the bird, showing its sharp beak and intense eyes.
boat. Come on. Come on, okay.
You could feel the relief as the Joe, super happy, let the eagle go back into the sky. The formerly wet feathers sparkled in the sun as the bird flew down, making a happy chirp. The whole rescue, from the beginning to the end, was an awesome moment with nature. It showed how we need to take care of animals, a reminder that we've a duty to cover and love the creatures we share our planet with.
You're up, brother. You're okay, brother.
Mermaid sighting. Once upon a sunny day, two adventurous boys went to the beach with their camera. As they walked by the water, the waves whispered secrets, and seagulls danced over. All of a sudden, the camera caught something shiny near the edge of the water. They gasped and zoomed in to find a mysterious creature with a glittery tail. A mermaid. Their eyes got really big, and they could not believe what they were seeing. The mermaid swam gracefully, her shiny scales looking like a hidden treasure. The boys tried to take movie, but they were so amazed, their hands were a bit shaky. The mermaid knew they were there and smiled at them. The boys, so excited, could not stay to tell everyone about their amazing discovery. Each part of the video was like magic, and they would always remember the special moment when the ocean shared its secret, and their camera caught a piece of enchantment that they would talk about for a long, long time. Spooky creatures captured. One spooky evening, a man excitedly showed his audience some pictures from his creepy forest adventure. The photos had cute animals like deer and raccoons, their eyes shining in the flashlight. Everyone giggled and wondered as they looked at the snaps, but suddenly the effects got a bit scary when a weird and blurry picture popped up. It made everyone blink and feel a bit uneasy. They tried to figure out what it was, and a mysterious feeling hung in the air. The happy mood turned a bit weird. The man, looking confused but excited, said it might be a spooky critter like a skinwalker. His friends exchanged worried aesthetics, and the room got really quiet as they stared at the strange picture. The man's adventure had come as a surprise, leaving them with lots of questions. The night turned into a suspenseful story, with each friend thinking about the chance of meeting something super strange in the middle of the woods. The cameraman caught paranormal activity. In a spooky old house, a brave guy got caught up in some really weird stuff. As he walked through the creaky halls, strange things started happening. Bam! Something hit the walls and his heart raced. It was not a normal sound. It was like invisible hands playing a spooky tune. His flashlight flickered, making weird darkness dance on the walls. The air got cold, and he felt something there that he could not see. Bam! Again, the walls made a strange noise. Sweat dripped down his face, but he kept going, wanting to figure out the mystery. Suddenly, the room felt alive. Things moved on their own, making a creepy sound. The guy was scared, but did not give up. Bam! This time it felt really near, like the walls were telling secrets. He was nervous but curious, taking careful steps. In this shadowy house, each thud on the walls was like a punctuation mark in a spooky story. The guy, stuck in the middle of the unknown, went deeper, ready to face the strange things in the haunted house. Mysterious lady. One night, when the streets were quiet, something magical happened. In the dim light, a mysterious person appeared. They were covered in dark, and the streetlight blinked as they moved to a silent tune, dancing like it was a secret show for the night. A camera up high caught all of it. This mysterious lady danced so gracefully, like she was part of the night's magic. She wore a long dress and twirled around, making the empty street feel alluring. Her face stayed hidden in the dark, and it seemed like she and the night were participating in their own special language, commodity only the moon and stars understood. The dance went on, each step making a soft sound in the quiet night. Someone in the end could not help but stop and watch. The camera silently recorded every move, saving the secret dance in the road's memory. And just like that, the mysterious lady disappeared into the dark, leaving behind a feeling of magic. Scary attack on man. In a kind of dark room, there was a man sitting all by himself. He'd a cloth covering one of his eyes, and a light bulb hung next to him, making the walls strangely dark. The air felt curious and a little scary as he quietly talked to the darkness, trying to call a ghost. The room became really quiet, and it felt a bit weird. As he sat there feeling more and more excited, his heart started beating faster in the silence.
Can you make a noise? Can you do something to let me know that you're here with me now?
Suddenly, something really cold and scary happened. A shiver went down his back, and the air in the room felt strange, like something from another world. The room, which was quiet before, now had a soft, ghostly whisper in it. The man got surprised and started moving around in the dark, trying to get away from whatever had scared him.
Louise, are you here? Can you just stand right here?
A hungry monkey. Once upon a time in a big hot desert, there was actually an empty monkey. The sun was shining so brightly that the sand felt like a hot roaster. The monkey's abdomen rolled loudly and he could not ignore his hunger any longer. With his little monkey hands, he dug into the hot beach, looking for being to eat. At first, all he set up were some dry sticks and rocks, but he did not give up. He knew that the desert had secrets hidden deep beneath the beach. Also, after some digging and forbearance, he set up a secret treasure, a juicy, ripe cactus fruit. The fruit was a bright orange color and looked so appetizing. The monkey could not believe his luck. His eyes sparkled with joy as he plucked the fruit from the cactus and bit into it. The sweet and juicy meat cooled his parched throat, and he savored every bite. With each bite, the monkey's hunger sluggishly evaporated, and he felt a renewed energy. He knew he'd set up a mess fit for a desert king, and he enjoyed every last bit of that delicious cactus fruit. The monkey, now gratified and full, lay back in the shade of the cactus, appreciative for his desert feast. The beer rings the doorbell. One spooky night out in the wild woods, there was a curious bear on the prowl. This furry friend had a freak glamour for doorbells. Little did anyone know that a trail camera had its open-eyed eye on the scene. As the moon cast creepy dark, the bear approached a lonely house. In the pitch-black night, it reared up on its hind legs like a big, light jumbo, and with a heavy paw, it reached out to press the doorbell. It was a bit like a big, furry cutlet poking at the button. The trail camera, hidden hard, snapped a print just in time to capture this unforeseen moment. The bear's sportful curiosity, or maybe its mischievous intentions, were a riddle, but the image revealed a humorous side of nature. The house, unknowing of the darkness caller, stayed quiet as the bear's bell-ringing adventure came to an end. This strange but fascinating event was a remembrance of the surprising encounters that can be in the wild, indeed when we least await it. Mermaid in the water. Far under the ocean, where only tiny rays of sun can reach, something amazing happened. A magical creature, part human and part fish, also known as a mermaid, got caught on camera. Picture the ocean bottom like a hidden world full of secrets, and that is where this magical moment unfolded. As the camera went down into the deep water, it found a scene you'd hear about in old stories. The mermaid was there, moving gracefully with scales shining in blue and green. Her tail sparkled like a light, and her long hair floated around like seaweed. The video was like finding a chest of wonders. It showed the mermaid doing interesting effects with plants and ocean creatures. Other ocean creatures, not used to seeing a fabulous being like her, came over to check it out, creating a kind of aquatic dance. The camera caught quick looks from the mermaid, her eyes telling stories of wisdom and secrets. Real mermaid caught on cam. Out in the huge, never-ending ocean, something really amazing happened. Picture a boat still floating on the waves when out of the blue, a real mermaid popped up. Yes, you got it right. A true blue mermaid. The camera was there, landing every swish of her shiny tail and the glimmer in her sad, deep ocean eyes. But then is the twist this mermaid confidant with a fishy tail was not having the greatest day. Ever, she got stuck on the boat, looking a bit puzzled and kindly uncomfortable. It was like a fish out of water, literally. The video showed her trying to wiggle free, making a fascinating story of a mermaid's unexpected trip. With the boat gently swaying, the mermaid's flashing scales sparkled in the sun, showing a blend of amazement and concern. It's a story that is hard to believe unless you see it with your own eyes. A real mermaid caught on camera, having a fishy blend up in the vast, mysterious ocean. Sometimes the ocean surprises us in ways we cannot indeed imagine. Bigfoot in forest. In a super thick forest, a weird thing got caught on a camera. The video was a bit fuzzy, like when you forget your glasses, and it showed a super tall thing that made everyone look twice. Really tall trees, like skyscrapers, and bushes that share secrets. All of a sudden, the camera shakes, and there it's a huge critter, super big and hairy, like a giant teddy bear with gigantic feet. The video was like a puzzle. Some people squinted to see better, while others could not believe their eyes. The creature walked through the trees, its fur mixing with the dark. The camera had a hard time keeping up, making a shaky dance between being curious and not sure. Is it a make-believe thing come alive, or just a friend in a fuzzy suit taking a walk? People talked about it, their eyebrows up high, and ideas flew around like leaves in the wind. The forest, once a really quiet place for secrets, turned into a loud nest of whispers. Dogman Caught on cam. Late one night, a man put his small camera to take a movie of the bright moon. But guess what? Something mysterious was about to be. While the man slept, the camera still filmed everything outside. Suddenly, two glowing eyes popped up at the window. But this was not a regular creature. It was a dogman. Imagine a creature with a person's body and a dog's head. The man kept on dreaming, not knowing about this unexpected guest. The dogman peeked through the window with its furry ears over and its nose sniffing the night air. The man's camera captured each moment, freezing the strange meeting in time. The critter sounded both interested and careful, trying to decide whether to stay or disappear. The man was still lost in dreamland, unaware about the canine-like caller. The quiet night kept the secret, and the camera still showed the incredible moment. A dogman's mysterious visit, caught by a simple camera turning an ordinary night into something extraordinary. Snapping turtle. On a sunny day, a man walked by the sandy beach, holding a small turtle in his hand. The waves talked softly as he carefully carried the little animal, its shell full of earthy colors. The man's eyes sparkled with excitement, and he wanted to keep this moment ever. He took out his magical device, a small rectangular thing that can save memories. With a kind smile, he pressed a button, and the device started recording. The man knelt down, put the turtle on the soft beach, making sure it felt comfy. He talked to the camera, sharing stories about the sea and the tiny hero he had. The turtle, not knowing about the recording, walked on the sand, leaving small footprints on the beach. While the man kept telling the turtle's story, the sun went down, giving a warm glow to this sand tail. The video turned into a special collection of a man, a turtle, and a piece of sand, frozen in time for everyone to watch. Gorgeous bear. In the dark, deep forest, a big, pretty black bear got caught on a hidden camera taking a walk in the moonlight. The camera, hiding in the trees, took a picture of the bear moving easily through the dark. The bear had super dark fur like the night, and its eyes shone softly in the camera's flash. It strolled confidently, its strong legs making it look easy to move through the wild. The leaves under its big paws made a soft sound as it walked, like a quiet, mysterious song in the darkness. The bear sniffed the air, smelling different scents, and its ears perked up, listening to every sound. It was a big, amazing sight, a wild critter not knowing its picture was being taken. The print captured a special moment, showing the bear's wild beauty and the magical feeling of the dark forest. The video reminded us of old stories about nature, where creatures roamed around freely under the shining moon, and the secrets of the night unfolded in a dance of shadows and moonlight. Blob Creature.
So one thing like that.
One sunny day, a man went for a walk near a foamy river. As he hopped from rock to rock, something strange caught his eye. A blob creature, all slushy and shiny, was stuck on a big rock. The man scratched his head, wondering how it got there. With careful way, he approached the slushy blob, and after a moment of hesitation, he dipped it up with his hands. The blob felt squishy and cool in his palms. Excitement twinkled in his eyes as he examined the mysterious discovery. He wondered if it was from another Earth or just a curious river occupant. Holding the blob high, he marveled at his accidental discovery, imagining the stories it could tell. Little did he know this chance encounter would turn a simple stroll into an adventure filled with wonder and curiosity. And so, with the blob in hand, the man continued his walk, eager to uncover the secrets of this unexpected companion. Gray cat.
Can I visit you? Hi.
One sunny day, the man saw a gray cat under his old bench in the backyard. He got curious and walked quietly towards it. The cat looked at him with big, curious eyes. They had a little silent talk, and the man decided to come closer, holding a can of tuna. But the cat had its own ideas. When the man offered the tuna, the gray cat ran off, through moving like a sneaky ninja, through the lawn.
Hi. You gonna spook? It's okay. Can I pet? Oh.
They played a quick game of hide and seek with the man trying to catch the cat. Finally, he caught it and picked it up gently. Surprisingly, the cat stayed calm and snuggled in his arms. They both sat on the bench under the sun, enjoying a peaceful moment together. The gray cat, once a mysterious visitor, now seemed happy to stay for a while in the man's friendly company.
He lets some people pet him, but not me. I guess I'm not here enough. Oh, you're just gonna run?
Lion killed the cheetah. Once upon a time, on a bright and sunny day, there was a big, strong lion and a fast-spotted cheetah. They both lived on a farm with lots of creatures. The lion and the cheetah were always trying to prove who was the powerful. One day, the captain and the cheetah had a big fight. The captain was actually strong, with sharp teeth and strong muscles. He roared loudly and showed his strength. The cheetah, on the other hand, was quick and graceful. She ran around trying to outsmart the lion. In the end, after a fierce battle, the lion managed to catch the cheetah. With a strong swipe of his paw, he defeated the cheetah. It was a tough day for the ranch, as the lion had shown his strength and won the battle. The other creatures watched in astonishment as the lion proved his dominance, but they also felt sad for the courageous cheetah. This day became a part of the farm's history, a day when the lion showed his power, and the cheetah's spirit faded from memory. Giant humanoids. It was a leaning, chilly evening, snow all over, and just when you thought you'd seen it all, a jaw-lowering sight was captured on camera. You will not believe your eyes. In the core of an icy forest, a regular man was out there, doing his thing, shooting the peaceful snowfall. But out of the blue, his camera caught something huge. These gigantic, human-like creatures, taller than the high trees, were lifting those heavy trees like they were toothpicks.
Something happened over there. There's these trees.
It was like a scene from a horror movie right there in real life. It means, seriously, these titans were towering over everything and looked as strong as an ox. The man behind the camera could not believe his luck. He zoomed in, and you could see the see-through power in their every move. The whole scene was surreal, and you are in for a wild lift watching this footage. Ring cam to search alien. In a small town, everyone was super excited about something mysterious happening. A bunch of pals decided to check it out, carrying a weird gadget called wrong cams. People said these special cameras could find aliens. The the city sitting between hills and fields, came the backdrop for their adventure. Under the twinkling stars, the friends set off with their rung cams. These cameras, believed to be magical, blinked and beeped while they searched the city for signs of space creatures. Dark played tricks, and every little noise in the bushes made them curious. The friends, wide-eyed and with hearts racing, sneaked around the quiet streets. When they turned a corner, the ring cams started buzzing like crazy. The friends were amazed and super excited. What could be in store for them in the peaceful city? The mysterious trip had just started, promising a night full of amazement, suspense, and maybe even a chance to meet beings from outer space. Big Wild Boar. In the deep, dark forest, under the silent cloak of night, a huge wild boar prowled, unaware of the hidden eyes watching. Suddenly, a mysterious trail camera clicked to life, capturing the massive creature in its lens. The wild boar, with its bristly fur and tusks that gleamed in the moonlight, was frozen in time by the camera's flash. The forest, generally a realm of quiet whispers, echoed with the unexpected click as the curious device documented the wild inhabitants' nightly adventures. The boar, startled by the unforeseen intrusion of light, paused in its tracks, eyes wide and nostrils flaring. The trail camera, like a secret storyteller, revealed the untold tales of the nature, where the majestic and the mundane cotillion together under the vast cover of stars. And so, in the heart of the night, a solitary trail camera quietly proved the wild drama of the forest, landing a moment that would remain ever etched in the digital shade of the untamed woods. Cheetah vs. gazelle. In a huge place with lots of grass and sun, something exciting was happening. On one side, there were really fast cats with spots, the cheetahs. On the other side, there were these cute, bouncy animals with pointy horns, the gazelles. It was like they were having a big race, but not with swords or shields, just with how fast and quick they could be. The cheetahs were like a team of super-fast runners, all set to catch their dinner. And the gazelles, with their big eyes and speedy feet, were like a team of runners trying to get away. It was like a race, but more serious, like a race to stay safe. Cameras were recording everything. Capturing each moment of this wild race in the bright daylight. The cheetahs were making smart moves, trying to catch the gazelles. The gazelles, on the other hand, were jumping and moving fast, doing everything to not get caught for dinner. It felt like a nature movie with the sun shining on the grassy field. Lions catch the crocodile. Once upon a bright day in the wild, some lions got empty. They saw a sneaky crocodile by the river sunbathing. The smart cats still went around the scaly visitor, tails wagging with excitement. A curious camera, over on a grassy hill, zoomed in to see what happened. The lions, like a well-trained team, jumped on the crocodile trying to run down. Teeth showed, and roars filled the air as the fierce cats took down their scaly dinner. The camera, with its unblinking eye, recorded the whole thing. The lions, winners and empty, pulled the crocodile onto the dry land. Sharp claws and empty mouths made fast work of the captured crocodile. The camera, a quiet watcher of nature's wild show, filmed the story of life in the wild, an exciting tale of hunters and the hunted.
Real rake caught on cam. Once upon a moonlit night in the deep dark forest, something really strange occurred. There was this special camera hidden in the trees, and it looked mysterious. The real rake. When the clock hit night, the camera saw a weird creature with long, skinny arms and eyes that glowed. It moved quietly in the murk, making the night feel spooky. Just watching it transfers chills down your spine. The air got quiet. and you could feel something strange in the night as the rake walked with a spooky kind of grace. The camera caught every move, making a strange and magical movie. This secret meeting, recorded when everything was super quiet, made people feel amazed and fearful. The camera, like a quiet spy, saw the real rake doing its thing at night. This made a story that people would talk about in whispers for many nights to come.
Ghosts caught on cam. Late at night, something super creepy came down near an old building. It got caught on camera, and it's like a super scary ghost story. There is this dark, shadowy figure that looks like a black ghost, and it's floating up to the roof of the building. It moves all spooky, like it's not from our world, trying to get to the top. But stay, there is further. Like a ghost dance routine, another ghost shows up. This one is completely different. It's white and just casually strolls in a straight line on the roof. It's like they planned it or something, making the whole thing even more mysterious and weird. The camera caught all of this, making it feel like a doorway to a ghost world. You see the black ghost going up and the white ghost walking like it's no big deal. The building saw everything, and anyone watching the video would feel both amazed and spooked. The ghost vibes hung around, leaving behind a spooky story that would give chills to anyone who saw it. Mysterious picture. One night, a guy put up his special camera in the woods to see what happens when it's really dark. He wanted to catch animals doing their thing while everyone else was sleeping. The coming day, he looked at the pictures and got super excited. First, there was a clever fox with shining eyes being all sneaky. Then a big, cool wolf showed up, prowling around in the murk with the moon shining. But when he kept looking at the pictures, he suddenly gasped. In the last one, a person came out from the trees. They looked like a night superhero or a cop on the job. The guy stared at the picture, totally confused. How did this unexpected person end up in his nature story? It made everything a bit creepy and left him wondering. The man could not stop thinking about it, and his camera was now filled with mysterious secrets from the night. Crazy fox. One night, a playful fox with reddish-brown fur went on an exciting adventure in a big open field. Its fur was like the color of rust, and it moved really still through the dark grass. The fox, with its sharp ears shaking, was on a mission to find a snack in the middle of the night. Little did it know, a retired camera on a tree was quietly watching everything. The camera, hiding still, took movie of every single thing the fox did. The fox's bushy tail wagged happily as it ran around, looking for something yummy to eat. The camera made clicking sounds and recorded everything, landing moments of the fox's playful actions in the calm countryside. In the movie taken that night, the fox's eyes shone like small lights, showing how excited it was. The field, like a big stage, saw the fox's fun adventure. As the night went on, the camera still saved the story of the crazy fox's nighttime journey, keeping the magical tale of a furry explorer in the moonlit wilderness alive. Baby hippo. Once in a wild place with lots of water, a little hippo was having a super fun time. A smart camera saw the special moment when the tiny hippo decided to go for a swim. Imagine that the sun was shining and the water looked like a huge puddle of fun. Our little friend with wobbly legs and shiny eyes walked precisely to the water's edge. Suddenly, with a hop, skip, and a jump, the baby hippo made a big, happy splash. Drops of water danced in the air, showing how happy the little hippo was. The camera took a picture at just the right time, landing the pure joy of the hippo's first syncope. The ripples in the water sounded like the laughter of the tiny adventurer, paddling around and discovering the coolness of its watery playground. Oh, what a fun scene. The camera still recorded the magical water show, making sure that everyone could remember the baby hippo's first splashy adventure. Mountain lion. Once upon a sunny day in the deep woods, a big cat with shiny gold fur and sharp eyes went for a walk. The forest was like its big playground, full of tall trees and leaves that made noise when the wind blew. But then is the interesting part. A secret camera was watching the cat. As the cat walked on a dirt path, its strong muscles moved under its smooth fur. The hidden camera still took a movie, landing the cat's beauty in its home. With each step, the cat sniffed the air, listening for any little sound. The camera saw the shine in its eyes, a blend of being careful and curious. Sun made the cat's fur look indeed more amazing as it walked. There was a fallen log, and the cat used it like a balance ray, showing how good it was at moving. Strange creature. We've got an unbelievable story to share now. Showing this, a man is out in the wild minding his own business when all of a sudden he spots something strange on his camera. What could it be? An animal, covered head to toe in jet black fur, sneaking in the dark. Is it the legendary Sasquatch? As the camera rolls, your heart races. The animal moves with a creepy grace, blending in with the dark forest like a shadow. Its massive form leaves you in wonder, and you cannot help but wonder, is this the elusive Bigfoot we have heard so much about? In this mysterious encounter, we are left with further questions than answers. Could it be a new species? A trick? Or maybe, just perhaps, the Sasquatch we have been searching for all these times? The truth is out there, staying to be disclosed, and this sighting leaves us with chills down our spines. Mysterious discoveries with drone. In an away place, there was this old cave hiding something mysterious. It was all dark and quiet, like an ancient secret nothing knew about. Also, a curious drone with its robotic eye decided to explore where nobody had gone in a long time. It flew through the silence, and guess what it set up? A strange creature with big horns standing in the cave. These horns looked like question marks, making you wonder about a lot of things. The drone could not believe its camera. It was capturing this mysterious creature. The being kind of melted into the dark cave, and you could feel its presence in the quiet air. Maybe it was a protection of old stories or a piece of a world we forgot. The air felt so excited, and the only sounds were the drone's spinning blades. The person controlling the drone and anyone seeing the videotape got so many questions. What stories did this creature know? And why did it like that old empty cave? Wild boar captured by trail cam. Deep in the big green forest, something amazing happens as the sun shines bright. A secret camera, like a super quiet spy, takes video of the wild animals having a party in nature. All of a sudden, a strong wild boar comes out from the dark, its rough fur shining in the sun. The ground shakes under its big feet, and the leaves make happy sounds as they wiggle around. The camera, put in just the right spot, takes lots of quick video, stopping this wild show in time. The wild boar, with its nose sniffing and clever eyes, walks around without knowing it's the star right now. The camera, like a silent liar, catches everything the boar does, digging in the dirt and strutting through the trees like a king. Each picture tells a story about the wild, making the boar the idol in a forest tale. While the day goes on, the camera stays there, waiting for the coming part of the wild and awful story. Real Bigfoot caught on trail cam. One spooky night in the deep dark woods, something really special happened. A strange creature, kind of like a big hairy giant with gigantic feet, got caught on a camera set up by someone who was super curious about what happens in the woods at night. When everything got quiet at night, the creature strolled through the trees. It was so big and fuzzy that it was hard to see clearly in the dark. The camera, like a super quiet detective, recorded a video, capturing the moment when the sneaky creature did not even know it was being watched. The video showed a creature with really big, hairy feet, just like the ones in stories people tell around a campfire. It made everyone feel amazed and made them think about all the cool things that might be hiding in the heart of the forest. This discovery made everyone super excited and curious, making them think about all the secrets nature keeps when everything is dark. The forest had way more stories to partake than anyone could have guessed. Group of women. One sunny day, a bunch of happy ladies decided to have a little party near a shiny river. They laughed and talked, enjoying the warm wind and the soft river sounds. They took pictures to remember the good times. While getting ready for another photo, something weird happened. A mysterious person, not from their happy group, tried to get in the picture. This sneaky guest wanted to join their fun. The ladies were confused by this surprise person in their photo. They all laughed, wide-eyed and puzzled, looking at each other. The surprise guest, realizing their tricky plan did not work, could not help but laugh too. So, what started as a simple get-together turned into a fun time by the river. The unexpected guest became part of their happy story. With big smiles and a camera click, the ladies kept enjoying their riverside party, keeping an eye out for more surprise friends. Blackbird. Once in a place by the big shining sea, a huge flood happened. The water rushed in like an angry river, covering everything. Houses, trees, and streets all got wet. In all this wet chaos, a little black bird was flying in the sky. As the rain poured and the swells grew big, the bird flapped its wings hard. But also, a giant wave suddenly rose really high. The poor bird, caught by a curious camera, disappeared super fast in the wild mix of wind and water. The nice day turned into a stormy sea, and the little black bird became a mystery, a quick shadow in the flood tide's mess. The camera set this moment, catching the bird's sudden vanishing in the storm's twist. So in the middle of nature being furious, the story unfolded, of a flood tide, a brave black bird, and a quick moment stuck in time. Jawfish with eggs. In the deep sea, a little creature called a jawfish got filmed, and something amazing was going down. This fish had a mouth crammed with loads of teeny eggs, making it a super cool sight. The video reveals the jawfish dude carefully taking care of all those precious eggs snuggled up in its mouth. Zooming in on the camera, you can see the fish's eyes showing how serious it is, like it totally knows it's got a big job. The eggs look like a bunch of shiny pearls neatly packed in the jawfish's mouth, making it a really awesome show. The jawfish Joe does not let the heavy load bother it. It stays right over the eggs, guarding them like a champ. This is basically an aquatic parenting scene, proving how cool nature is. The video tells the quiet but strong story of this jawfish, revealing the amazing and tricky life under the sea. The ocean, usually hidden from us, spills its secrets in this super cool video, making us amazed by the awesome things in the deep sea.
Black lions in the cave. Once a man went into a dark cave with his camera and saw something amazing. The cave was really dark, but he wanted to see what was inside. He used his camera, and a little bit of light showed two special animals, black lions with eyes that shine like stars. He took a video of these stunning animals in their secret home. They had shiny eyes and smooth black fur. He could not stop watching as they moved so gracefully. The cave, which was quiet ahead, now echoed with the sound of their purring. He was so amazed by the cool stuff he set up in the underground cave. The lions knew he was there, but they did not mind. It felt like a special moment, like a story from a quiet world. With a happy feeling, he went back the way he came, leaving the mysterious lions in their secret place. The bright eyes of the lions stayed in my camera, a memory of the amazing stuff he discovered.
Bigfoot sighting on family's property. In a quiet town with high trees and rolling hills, there is a family with a backyard hiding a big secret. One misty evening, as the sun faded, everything got super quiet. Suddenly, they heard a noise in the bushes. Their hearts raced, and their eyes got really big when a huge shape came out of the dark. It was Bigfoot, that famous creature everyone talks about. The family just stood there, staring as the giant creature walked across their yard. It looked all furry and moved really gracefully, making everything feel mysterious. The moon made it even cooler, shining on the big creature. People could not believe it. The family could not either. They were like, "Whoa, is this real?" It was like a story from long ago, and everyone in town started talking about it. Now, whenever the family's vicinity comes up, people remember the night Bigfoot showed up. It's like their own special story, making their backyard a bit magical, where real life and stories mix. The rake caught on trail cam. Once upon a bright moonlit night in the calm woods, something strange happened. A special camera, quietly sitting in the trees, took video of something spooky. When it got really dark, a mysterious creature called the rake stepped out from the darkness. It moved in a weird way under the moon, making people feel scared. The camera, like a quiet friend, took lots of pictures, capturing the strange moment. The rake did not know anyone was watching, so it kept doing its strange things in the night. The movie showed its bent body and long, bony fingers reaching out for hidden secrets. The air felt strange as the camera kept taking movie of the rake. Each shot told a story of things that are not normal, making people who saw them wonder about the secrets hiding in the dark. The visitor from that night, saved in the video, turned into a mysterious puzzle, a quiet story seen through the camera's watchful eye. The real rake. Once, a brave guy decided to explore a spooky timber at night. He'd his camera ready to catch whatever secrets the trees were hiding. Quietly, he walked through the dark woods. The moon made weird darkness, and the leaves whispered secrets.
This tree like.
All of a sudden, he felt something strange. His heart raced as he pointed his camera. To his surprise, he saw the mysterious creature called the rake. It came out of the dark like a creature from a storybook. With big eyes and shaky hands, the guy took a video, capturing the scary moment. The forest, once full of mysteries, became the stage for an untold story. The guy's brave adventure showed a legendary critter, and he'd a tale to tell anyone willing to listen. A story of meeting the real rake in the night, saved forever in his camera clicks. CER Bird. Once upon a time, in a hidden forest, something really strange happened. A camera hiding in the trees took a video of a really odd bird. A funny-looking bird sitting on a piece of wood. Its colors were crazy, so bright and weird. The bird's beak was bent in a strange way, like it was smiling in a silly manner. As the camera clicked, everyone wondered, what's this bird? No one knew for sure. It was not like the usual birds you see, it was a mysterious bird. Its feathers were like a puzzle with bright colors, making people scratch their heads. Was it a special kind of raspberry or a collar from a magical place? The piece of wood looked like a royal seat for this strange bird, and the camera made it indeed more interesting. The video became a puzzle with no answer, a shot of something unknown. So deep in the timber, the weird bird stayed a pleasurable secret, making everyone who saw it curious about the stories hidden in its funny feathers. Crocodile at night. One night, near a river in the dark, a sly crocodile slid into the water, its eyes shining with mischief. Slowly, it swam to the riverbank, being super quiet. The moon gave a little light to the bushes and leaves on the shore. As the tricky crocodile got closer, it allowed of taking some bushes and leaves into the water. The curious creature had a sneaky plan. With a quick move, it grabbed at the green stuff, holding it in its strong jaws. The water wiggled as the crocodile moved still, taking the leafy things with it. The clever crocodile did not know a trail camera was quietly watching from the dark, taking video of everything. The camera clicked, capturing the moment when the crocodile pulled its leafy treasures into the water. The bushes and leaves stuck to the reptile, making a funny sight under the moon. Wild rabbit. Once upon a starry night in a quiet forest, a small adventurer, a fluffy rabbit with a wiggly nose, found itself on a camera's surprise stage. The moon lit up the night, and the quick little rabbit hopped right into the camera's view. Its big ears perked up, catching all the nighttime secrets. The camera, like a curious eye in the dark, took video of every hop and munch. The little bunny munched on grass wet with dew, not knowing that a camera was spying on its night exploration. The usually quiet forest whispered with the sound of leaves as the rabbit hopped around in the moonlight. The camera's magic caught the rabbit's shiny eyes, making them sparkle like tiny lights. Nature's alluring dance played out, and the camera quietly watched like an unnoticeable audience. The rabbit, a quick visitor in the darkness show, continued its sportful trip, leaving a story told in videos and dark, a tale shared by the wild when it's dark and quiet. Tasmanian tiger spotted. One night in a quiet parking lot, something amazing happened. A guy with a camera set up something really cool. A Tasmanian tiger. Yep, a real one. The camera took movie of the barracuda walking around with its special stripes visible in the not-so-bright parking area. The guy could not believe how lucky he was. It was like finding a make-believe animal in his own place. The tiger with stripes was just exploring, not knowing someone was watching it with a camera. The guy was super surprised, watching the tiger move gracefully and noticing its special features. It was like a moment that stayed still. A super rare meeting with an animal many thoughts were gone forever. While the camera kept recording, the guy was amazed by how awesome nature is, catching the feeling of this unexpected meeting. The parking lot turned into a short show for the Tasmanian tiger, a mysterious guest from a long time ago. It left the guy amazed at the cool things you can find in normal moments at night. Humanoid creature. In a freezing forest, a man went hunting with his camera. He walked through deep snow, excited to capture the secrets of the night. The tall trees stood quiet, covered in white snow. When it got dark, the man felt a cold breath, but his excitement kept him going. As he walked, the snow made crunching sounds under his boots. The moon lit up the wilderness. Suddenly, the man saw something strange. Quickly, he lifted his camera and retook the mysterious creature called Humanoid. It moved in a weird way through the dark. The night was silent except for the man's breath and the occasional snap of a chute. In that frozen moment, the man turned into both a hunter and a witness, recording the existence of a rarely seen creature. The video he took would become a quiet legend, shared around campfires, exciting the imaginations of those brave enough to explore the snowy mysteries of the forest. Bigfoot or Sasquatch encounter by drone.
What the world? What is that?
In a freezing forest, a quiet drone zoomed in the sky, its spinning blades slicing through the chilly air. High above the frosty trees, something amazing begins. Down below in the thick trees, a huge figure moved surprisingly gracefully. A creature covered in shaggy brown fur, standing tall like a kind giant above the trees. The drone hung in the air, taking a video of the mysterious creature. The creature, looking like Sasquatch or Bigfoot, stared curiously at the flying machine. Big footprints in the snow showed where the creature had been.
No way. Are you serious? What?
For a moment, the drone and the mysterious creature seemed to understand each other without saying a word. It was like two different worlds meeting. The cool drone and the old forest habitat. The drone, with its robot eyes, recorded the special meeting, showing off the amazing creature in its snowy home. As the drone flew away, leaving the creature alone, the forest kept its secrets. The meeting, stuck in the drone's memory, turned into a story about the day when technology met the fabulous frozen world of the wild.
What is that?
Ghostly figure caught in cam. One day, a man decided to explore the forest near their home. As they walked through the trees, the air felt cool, and the leaves made noise under their shoes. Suddenly, a man saw a weird creature, a ghost-like figure with sharp nails like a witch hiding among the trees. It made the man feel a little scared. In a clear space, a rope hung between two trees with clothes on it, moving in the soft wind. The ghostly figure sounded to be taking care of these strange clothes. Cam could not believe their eyes. He quietly watched as the see-through shape moved gracefully in the day. Unable to stop their curiosity, a man went a bit closer, being careful not to make any noise. The ghostly figure kept doing its strange tasks, as if it did not notice the man. Every time the leaves rustled or the clothes creaked, it added to the mystery. It felt like man had found a special place where magic and real life mixed together. Stag roaring in the forest. In a quiet forest, when the sun was shining, something amazing happened. A loud roar echoed through the trees, breaking the peaceful day. It was a stag, a big deer with huge antlers making a strong sound. The camera, quietly placed in the middle of the woods, caught this incredible moment. The stag's roar was like nature's own trumpet, proudly telling everyone it was there. The camera zoomed in on the stag, its eyes showing a wild spirit. Sunlight came through the leaves, making the stag's coat look shiny and gold. At that moment, the whole forest felt still, as if amazed by the stag's loud call. The camera, like a quiet watcher, filmed the strong and wild beauty of the moment. The sounds of the forest leaves moving and birds singing far down, mixed with the stag's roar, making a wild music. It was a moment frozen in time, a video of nature's greatness, as the stag's roar echoed through the day, leaving a big mark on the calm forest. Something chased a man. In a scary, dark forest, a man was running away from a mysterious thing with glowing eyes. The moon made strange dark as he tripped over branches and his heart beat really fast. The thing with glowing eyes was right behind him, its eyes shining in the dark. Twigs snapped loudly as he ran, and he breathed super fast. He was too scared to look back. The thing growled, and the sound echoed in the trees, making the man shiver. It was like a shadow with glowing eyes, making the timber feel like a confusing maze. The man tried really hard to get away, but the glowing eyes stayed near like a spooky light in the night. The chasing kept going, and each step the man took was like a scared blitz. The thing with glowing eyes turned into a legendary creature in that forest, and the man wondered if it was a Bigfoot or something even more mysterious. Fox, captured at night. One night, a clever fox with a fluffy tail sneaked through the quiet fields. It did not know a retired trail camera with glowing eyes was watching. The sneaky fox, covered in darkness, went on a moonlit adventure. Looking for a late-night snack, its pointy ears stood tall as it smelled the air, trying to find something tasty. The only sounds were the leaves rustling under its quick paws. The trail camera silently saw everything as the fox moved around. The camera's flash caught the sparkle in its clever eyes as it searched for food. The fox, moving gracefully in the moonlight, created a shadowy picture. It was like a frozen moment, showing the secret life of the fields at night. So, with the trail camera keeping an eye on it, the mysterious fox kept hunting for food in the moonlit fields, leaving behind a story of quiet moves and a hungry belly. Huge wolf pack spotted. In a snowy world, a big wolf family comes out. Their thick fur looks just like the snowy land. The camera, all quiet and quiet, watches as these amazing wolves walk precisely through the frozen land. Their giant paws make deep marks in the soft snow, showing how strong they're together. When the camera gets closer, you see how the wolves work together. The older ones lead with clever eyes, and little wolf pups play happily in the snow. Their energy is like pure joy. The air is full of wolf howls, like a song that does not need words. When they breathe, it makes cloudy shapes in the icy air like a magical hop. These wolves have a special bond, a unity where everyone is important. Some keep watch and others are good at stalking. The camera catches special moments, siblings being near, mates partaking looks. It's like taking a quick picture of a big wolf family surviving and doing well in a tough but pretty snowy world. Seeing it's really amazing, like getting a look into the wild cooperation of a wolf pack in the snowy place. Triangular-shaped UFO. One regular night, a doorbell camera caught something really strange. A weird, three-cornered UFO floating in the dark sky. This mysterious thing had 3 super bright lights that made a perfect triangle, just hanging there still. It felt like it came from another world, like it sneaked through a magic door that breaks all the rules we know. The doorbell camera, like a silent spy, recorded this crazy scene. The edges of the triangular UFO glowed softly in the night, making everything around look spooky. The video showed the UFO moving really fast and changing direction suddenly, making everyone who saw it amazed. The riddle got even thicker when the UFO disappeared into the big night, leaving us with lots of questions and a feeling of amazement. The ordinary doorbell camera became a kind of space fabulist, accidentally catching a moment that is hard to explain. It makes us think about all the amazing things that might be out there, just beyond where we live. Paranormal activity caught on cam. Late one spooky night in a small, comfy home, something really strange occurred. Right when the clock hit 12, the vacuum cleaner suddenly turned on all by itself. It made a buzzing noise and zoomed around the room, acting like it had a mind of its own. The weird humming echoed through the silent house, giving everyone the creeps. But that is not all. The lights in the room started flickering and dancing in a strange way, making weird gloaming on the walls. The air felt different, like there was some kind of magic in it, making everyone feel a bit scared but also amazed. And in the middle of all this spooky stuff, a cat casually sat on the now active vacuum cleaner. It looked curious and completely relaxed, as if it did not care about the strange things happening around it. The mysterious Pope. Once there was a nice old man who sat by a special window in a big building. Every day, happy people gathered below, hoping to see his friendly face and get a blessing. One sunny day, as everyone waited, the old man showed up at his window. He smiled and lifted his hand to bless the crowd, but also suddenly, he disappeared. Poof! The surprised crowd gasped. Where did he go? Luckily, a smart camera captured the whole disappearing act.
Dude, is it not? He's gone. Oh my!
The camera blinked and took a picture just in time, catching the magical moment when the old man seemed to turn into air. People stared at the shot, wide-eyed and amazed. The mysterious disappearance made the crowd really excited and curious. They talked a lot, trying to figure out where the old man had gone. The print became a special memory, a story to partake in for a long time. And that is how the old man's disappearing act turned into a magical tale, making the everyday blessings from the window even more alluring. Ghost child? One spooky night, a boy was home alone. He walked still through the halls and saw a door opening by itself. A shiver ran down his back and he got scared. Also, a ghost child appeared. It looked like a see-through kid. The boy got wide-eyed and his heart thumped loudly. The ghost child giggled in a tricky way, making the boy even more scared. The room got colder as the ghost child floated closer, trying to touch him with its see-through fingers. The boy was so scared that he asked, "Who are you?" The ghost child just pointed at the open door, not saying anything. The air felt heavy as the boy gathered his courage and asked, "What do you want?" The ghost child tilted its head silently. Suddenly it disappeared into the darkness, and the boy was left trembling in the quiet. The door slowly closed, but the memory of the ghost child stayed, making the boy imagine spooky things. Unknown creature caught on cam. Late one night, something super weird happened. A strange creature, almost like an alien from outer space, decided to peek through a window. The night was really dark, stars shining bright, and out of nowhere, these curious eyes popped up, looking through the window glass. Guess what? It got caught on camera. The creature had this cool, unearthly glow and looked totally different from our usual neighbors. The camera took a picture, capturing the surprise moment. The eyes seemed full of both excitement and riddle, like they had a secret message from who knows where. The whole thing felt like a space meeting in the quiet night, making everyone who saw the video amazed and maybe a little scared. It was a quick visit, just a peek into something amazing, and all we've left is a mysterious picture of those alien-ish eyes, always stuck in our memories from that strange night. Fearless cat and coyote. One night, under the moonlight in a quiet room, a brave cat faced a clever coyote. Everything was quiet. and only a hidden camera saw this surprising meeting. The cat was not scared of the big danger and stood up tall, its fur looking strong. The coyote, with shining eyes in the dark, thought about what to do. The room, usually a peaceful place, turned into a place for a surprising fight. The cat looked determined, and it made a hissing sound that echoed in the quiet night. The coyote, not scared, growled back. You could feel the nervous feeling in the room, and the camera caught it perfectly. In that moment, the cat's brave heart clashed with the coyote's smart mind, making a really interesting scene. Every move, every tail twitch told a big story in the quiet fight watched by the night. The room, once a calm place, became a stage for a brave and exciting story of staying strong and making it through. Spider molting video. Once upon a bright day in a land with lots of field and flowers, something really amazing happened. A tiny spider just doing its spider things in the morning sun. All of a sudden, it did something super weird. It started getting rid of its old skin, like a superhero changing outfits. This process is called molting. The spider looked like a little wizard doing a magic show. As time zoomed by really fast, the old spider skin turned into a crumpled piece on the ground. Slowly but for sure, a shiny new skin showed up. The spider changed, getting bigger and stronger. The whole scene was like a dance in nature, with the sunlight doing its part. In this magic fast forward, we saw the spider grow in an incredible way. The land, with the wind's whispers, saw this awesome show as the spider came out, fresh and ready for new stuff under the sunny daytime sky. And just like that, in a blink, a small creature. Zombie fish. In a quiet, spooky swamp, a man stumbled upon something strange. There were weird black fishes, almost like they came from a scary story, lying there like shadows. The man, curious as can be, just had to check it out. To his surprise, these odd fishes were not totally dead. With a determined spirit, he got some water and gently poured it on them. It was like magic. The fishes started moving a little on the dry ground. As if the water whispered a secret to them about being alive. The man's eyes got super big with amazement. He kept sprinkling water and something alluring happened. Those fishes, once thought to be dead, started moving more and more. It was like they were waking up in the middle of the spooky swamp. The man was right there, seeing this weird but wonderful event. The swamp, which was once creepy, turned into a place of pure wonder and magic. Just a touch of water brought those seemingly lifeless fishes back to life, making a memory the man would never forget. Strange sea creature spotted. Once upon a time, in the big, big ocean, there was a live video that showed something really strange. Picture this, a huge sea creature, like a supersized dino, swimming really deep where no one thought it would be. Its shiny scales sparkled in the water. And its long tail moved like it was doing a slow cotillion. People watching could not believe their eyes and were like, "What in the world is that?" People from all over wrote crazy things like, "Is it real?" and "Did I just see a sea monster?" It was like a giant puzzle piece in the middle of the ocean, making everyone confused. The live videotape came the biggest talk, with everyone trying to figure out what this riddle ocean creature might be. As the video kept going, the big lizard disappeared into the deep ocean, leaving viewers feeling both excited and puzzled. And that is how the tale of the strange sea creature quickly spread, making everyone super curious. Crazy bears fight. Moment, I have got a wild story for you from the inside of the jungle. A bright, sunny day, birds chirruping and leaves rustling. Out of nowhere, a heavy black bear crossed paths with a golden bear, and oh boy, it was like a scene out of a wrestling match. These two giants locked eyes, roared, and loosened their fury. The black bear threw a fearful left hook, and the golden bear opposed with a quick right dab. Fur was flying, claws shearing, and they rolled around like giant tumbleweeds in a dust storm. The sunlight bore evidence to this grand battle, casting its golden rays upon them. It sounded like an everlasting struggle, but ultimately, the black bear managed to hook the golden one down, securing victory. The jungle echoed with roars and howls, and that is the story of how two powerful bears conflicted in the jungle on a bright day in a fight that could compete any grand showdown. Nature truly is a sight to behold. Mysterious creature caught on a cam. It's a dark moonlit night in the inside of the wild. Out of nowhere, a trail camera captures something truly crazy. This mysterious, blurry figure appears to be dancing or jumping in the middle of the night. You see, this is not your ordinary creature. It's huge, but it's so blurry, you cannot relatively make out the details. It's as if it's trying to remain isolated in the darkness. As the night goes on, the animal's strange movements continue. It's nearly as if it's having a night dance party, but it's the only guest. The hazy figure jumps and sways, making it look like it's having a ball all by itself. What could this mysterious being be? Is it the fabulous Bigfoot leaving insecure in the middle of the night? Or is it another entirely? The trail cam has captured a truly mysterious existence, and it leaves us with further questions than answers. A Bigfoot caught on a cam. It's a bright noon in the heart of the forest, and a trail camera is still minding its business, put away among the trees. Suddenly, something fantastic happens. As the sun shines down, a mysterious figure begins to arise from the dark. It's big, it's furry, and it's none other than Bigfoot. This fabulous animal has been known to hide from human eyes, but now, the trail camera got lucky. With a sense of curiosity, Bigfoot casts out from behind the trees, nearly like it's playing a game of hide and seek. The camera captures this rare moment, and you will not believe your eyes when you see the footage. The footage is real evidence of the quiet phenomena of nature. Bigfoot, in all its elusive glory, reminds us that there is still so much to discover in the great outside. Stay tuned for further fantastic stories from the wild. Daring black buck. Once upon a time, a clever black buck set up itself in a wild adventure. One sunny day, while sipping water by the river, a sneaky crocodile tried to make the buck its lunch. But quick as a wink, the black buck dodged the crocodile's jaws and bounded to safety. That was a close one. Feeling relieved, our brave friend dashed further into the jungle. Little did it know, another challenge awaited on dry land. Suddenly, a potent lion emerged from the bushes, eyes fixed on the black buck. Panic set in as the swift animal found itself cornered. Caught between the lion's sharp gaze and the thorny bushes, it had to suppose fast. In a daring move, the black buck skillfully maneuvered past the lion, leaving the big cat bewildered. Heart pounding, it dashed down, thankful for its narrow escape. The jungle, full of surprises and dangers, taught the black buck to stay sharp and nimble, ready for whatever came its way. And so the adventure of the resourceful black buck continued, implicating stories of survival in the wild. Cicada metamorphosis. In the quiet forest, something amazing is happening on a small piece of wood. A camera is like a silent friend watching as a cicada goes through a magical change. The wood, just a simple spot before, is now the stage for a nature show that is like magic. First, a tiny crack shows up, breaking the quiet wood. Slowly, a little animal comes out. It leaves its old self behind, showing wings that give it a new kind of freedom. The camera looks closer, showing all the tiny details of this special change. Now, the wood is like a front row seat, keeping the secret of how the cicada is born again. As the camera watches every moment, punctuation marks make little stops in this silent show. Wild animal and the corns. In a really dark forest one night, a tubby wild animal set off on a charge for a late-night snack. This curious animal, covered in rough hair and having sharp teeth, carefully walked toward a food dispenser. The air smelled like an exciting adventure and the tasty promise of something good. As the animal crawled in the dark, a little camera still watched the whole thing. The animal, following its strong nose, sniffed around for the special treat golden corn. The dispenser was like a safe full of corn, protected by the mysterious night. The camera, acting like a quiet fibber, took a video of every part of the animal's food adventure. The animal's nose dug into the ground, hunting for the hidden corn treasures. A sound of leaves moving showed it set up the tasty prize, and the feast started under the starry sky. That night uncovered a secret world of hunger and searching, with the camera quietly watching the animal's hunt for a crunchy delight. In the middle of the timber, the wild animal and the camera shared a story told in silent video under the moon's careful gaze. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny sand day, something really cool happened that got everyone super excited. A huge fish, the size of a grown-up, got caught on camera near the shore. It had a big, round body that stood out against the sandy background. People could not believe it. The beach was filled with talk as curious folks gathered to see this mysterious ocean creature. The enormous fish just lay there, its candescent scales catching the sun. What kind of fish was it? Nobody knew for sure, and everybody started guessing. Some said it was the biggest fish ever, while others allowed maybe it was an ocean monster. The sand came a center of excitement as the big round fish came the talk of the town. The mystery fish became a personality, capturing the imagination of everyone who saw it. And that is how the story of the giant, round fish at the sand came to be a special memory for the whole seaside community. Mountain lion sniffed trail cam. In the dark jungle night, a sneaky mountain lion crawled through the trees. Its curious nose caught a whiff of something peculiar, a mysterious trail cam. Sniff whiff. The tricky graceful could not resist investigating. With careful way, it approached the camera, its eyes gleaming in the moonlight. The jungle was hushed, holding its breath as the lion, intrigued, nudged the strange contraption. Sniff, sniff. Its whiskers twitched with curiosity. The trail cam, ignorant of its nightly visitor, silently recorded the lion's nocturnal rendezvous. The jungle, normally bustling with sounds, sounded to pause, as if sharing in the secret. The moment hung in the air, captured by the watchful lens of the trail cam. And also, as mysteriously as it arrived, the mountain lion melted back into the dark, leaving behind only the echo of its curious exploration in the heart of the nightly jungle. The night crawlers. Late at night, something interesting happened on a dark road. Imagine this little night brutes, night crawlers, all dressed in white, taking a quiet walk under the gentle moonlight. The night was like their playground, and they moved in a mysterious and graceful way. A watchful trail camera caught them on film, and it seemed like they did not notice the camera at all. Dressed in their ghostly white clothes, they made a magical sight against the dark surroundings. Their trip was full of secrets, like the night itself had a mysterious story to tell. The camera quietly watched and took movie of their strange dance, indurating moments that make you wonder, who are these night visitors? And what stories do they carry in their ghostly clothes? The night kept its secrets, and the camera turned into a silent liar, showing us bits of the magical world that wakes up when everyone else is asleep. Spooky thing caught on cam. Once upon a spooky night, something really weird occurred and got caught on camera. Imagine watching a video where you see this scary white thing that looks like a flying snake. It's not a real snake, but it's like a ghostly snake floating in the air. The video was taken at night, and in the dark you can see this strange snake shape moving around like it's dancing. This weird snake thing is not normal. It's like it's breaking the rules of how effects usually work. It gives you a creepy feeling just watching it, making your spine prick. The whole scene is lit up by a strange light, making it even more disturbing. The ghostly snake moves without making any noise, leaving everyone who sees it puzzled and scared. The air feels strange, like there is something not from our world around. After seeing this on video, people felt a blend of being really scary and super curious. It makes you wonder if there is further to our world than we understand. This video is like a spooky reminder that when it's really dark, strange things can be, making us question what is real and what is not. Paranormal activity caught on cam. Deep in the quiet woods, something really strange happened, and a trail camera caught it all. A deer, just munching down on some lawn, suddenly stops and gapes at something weird. The air gets all frizzy like something out of a fairy tale. And then bam! A bright white ball shows up, floating around like it's got a mind of its own. The deer, which is usually pretty chill, is just standing there, completely still, eyes wide open, looking super curious or maybe a bit scared. This glowing ball thing keeps dancing in the air, like it's defying the rules of graveness, about like magic. The trail camera, doing its job to capture a movie of creatures, accidentally becomes a super cool witness to this spooky happening. The peaceful scene turns a bit creepy, making everyone wonder what is going on. The white ball keeps doing its ghostly dance, shining in the dark forest. The deer, usually all comfy in its home, seems both amazed and confused by this ghostly show. Abandoned house. Once there was this really old creaky house on the town's edge. Nobody went near it, but one day a curious man just had to check it out. He pushed the rusty gate and heard the door go. As he went in, the air was all thick with dust, and his steps made loud echoes on the floor. While he was snooping around, he got this weird feeling like something spooky was happening. All of a sudden, everything felt different. The man got super scared when he heard a soft whisper in the dark. His eyes got big as the doorknob started moving by itself, like something on the other side really wanted to come in. His heart was beating super fast, and he tripped over a chair in his hurry to get away. Dark were dancing on the walls, and it got really cold. The man felt like there was something there with him, something not from our world. He was sweating and desperately looking for a way out.
Here in this mansion with me?
All while this mysterious force just kept trying to open the door. A king cobra is saved. On the first day of the new year, a king cobra entangled in a fishing net near an East Indian rice field found liberation, thanks to snake rescuer Mirza Arif. With skilled hands and scissors, Arif adeptly set the captive serpent free. In a compassionate gesture, he offered sips of water from a Sprite bottle to quench its thirst. Once released, the majestic snake was returned to its natural habitat, marking the end of a heartwarming tale of coexistence between humans and animals. Jaguar caught caiman. In a wild place with lots of water, a big hunter was on the move. A smooth and sneaky jaguar covered in spots that mixed with the dark, quietly following its coming meal. The meal, a caiman, swam through the water, not knowing about the danger hiding below. The jaguar jumped, its mouth grabbing onto the caiman. A big fight happened, water splashing everywhere. The cameramen, hiding and watching, filmed the exciting moment. Their cameras zoomed in as nature's amazing show unfolded. The jaguar, really good at stalking, showed how strong and smart it was. The caiman fought to stay alive, moving against its cat enemy. Each splash in the water told a story about staying alive and following instincts. The cameramen, not scared of the danger, filmed the wild drama, capturing the heart-stopping moment. This exciting scene, a dance between life and death, happened in front of the cameraman's lenses. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us.
Okay, I think I'm gonna retire now.
Oh my.
Rare wolf. In a big dark forest where the moonlight peeked through the leaves, a special wolf still walked around. His fur was like a blend of dark and shiny silver, making him nearly invisible at night. His eyes glowed like tiny lanterns, and one night, he set up something strange, a trail cam, a mechanical eye right in the middle of his home. The wolf looked at it with a puzzled face, his ears moving nervously. A gentle breeze whispered through the trees, making his glowing eyes indeed brighter. He carefully sniffed around the odd thing, feeling unsure. His instincts told him something was not right, and he perked up his ears at the slightest sound. The wolf, always alert, tried to figure out why this strange machine was in his peaceful forest. Under the moon's light, the wolf stood there like a guard of the woods, his glowing eyes showing the mystery of the trail. UFO sighting on trail cam. Once upon a quiet night on a farm, a curious deer wandered beneath the starry sky, its eyes softly glowing in the dark. The farms were calm until out of nowhere, strange lights appeared in the air. They looked like a UFO with bright headlights, spreading a magical glow across the fields. The deer, with its innocent gaze, set up itself surrounded by this mysterious light. Unknown to it, a nearby trail camera captured the enchanting moment.
Whether it's alien, I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely it's UFO.
The night turned into a canvas for a surprising dance of lights and nature. The deer, with its glowy eyes, unexpectedly became the star of a show it did not expect. The lights added a touch of magic to the scene, and the trail camera faithfully recorded the strange encounter. It's a story about a deer, a farm, and a surprise meeting with the unknown, frozen in the pixels of a nighttime trail cam shot. And so, in the quiet of that rural night, a tale unfolded, one that hinted at mystifications beyond, all lit up by the innocent gleam of a deer's eyes.
Eerie scream. Once, on a bright night, a watchman decided to go for a walk with his safe flashlight. The stars twinkled in the light breezy. As he walked near the edge of the woods, his steps made soft echoes. All of a sudden, a chill ran down his back as he heard creepy, eerie screams. The watchman's eyes got big, and his heart raced like a fast drumbeat. He directed his flashlight towards the forest, but there was nothing. The strange screams kept going, making a scary image in the air. The watchman hesitated, his mind making spooky figures with every scream. The night felt like it was holding its breath, waiting for something mysterious. Fear caught him, but curiosity fought with it. Should he go back to his safe spot, or go into the dark where the screams were? The choice hung in the surrounding like the quiet before a big storm. The watchman took a big breath, held his flashlight tight, and walked into the unknown, his heart beating with the strange screams. Translucent creature.
Over there, look, over there. You see that? What the
Deep in the magical forest, there was a see-through creature, nearly like a living dream. It still walked beneath the really high trees. The creature looked kind of comforting, with a soft gleam that mixed with the moonlight glancing through the leaves. It moved gracefully, each step leaving a faint, magical mark on the ground. One night, a curious camera spotted this hard-to-see creature. The lens zoomed in on the creature's shimmering figure as it moved through the old trees. The camera made a soft clicking sound, like a tiny echo in the quiet forest land, capturing a really special moment. The see-through creature did not know the camera was watching its soothing dance. It kept walking in the dark, spreading a feeling of puzzle and amazement, each around the calm forest. The picture, like evidence of the magical beauty in nature, held the secret of the see-through rambler. Only those courageous enough to explore the quiet magic in the dark could discover its riddle.
Over there, look, over there. You see that? What the
Lion opens the car door. Once in an away place full of wild fields and big skies, there was a brave lady who liked telling stories with her camera. Every day she would sit in her comfy car making videos of amazing lions. The sun made the sky all sorts of warm colors as she gambled with her camera, telling everyone about the cool effects animals do. One day, while she was deep in her story, a captain came over to check things out. Its hair sparkled like gold in the sun. Also, surprise, another lion showed up, and they both stared at her with big, curious eyes. The lady was a little surprised but kept recording, super interested in this unexpected visit.
Catch those two making out. Okay, Dad, you come into the car, you're gonna have to...
Out of the blue, the lions got interested in the shiny handle on her car door. They decided to take a near look. One lion gently pushed the door, and everyone held their breath for a moment.
I know. There's a locked door. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could do that.
The lady, wide-eyed, stopped talking as the lions sniffed around. The car turned into a stage for a surprising show, a story that went beyond what she usually talked about in her videos. Catch by a beer.
Wave at him. Wave.
The sun was setting, and a woman and her man were sitting all comfy inside their car near a calm lake. The air felt peaceful. A seller nearby was closing up and tossed the last piece of bread. The couple, feeling robotic, decided to make a game out of it.
So good!
There you go. Throw it.
Hello! Hi!
With laughter filling the car, they rolled down the windows, eyes fixed on the falling bread. The shiny bread slice floated in the air, swaying with the air. At the same happy moment, the man's hand quickly reached out, grabbing the bread. Cheers erupted from the car as they respected their surprising win. Sharing a look of joy, they celebrated their unplanned catch. The auto came to a happy place, lit up by the fading sun. A simple piece of bread turned into a special memory, a reminder that happiness can come from sudden, simple moments in life.
Oh, nice catch!
The surf caught in Cam. One sunny day in a big jungle, a guy named Cam went exploring. He set up something amazing. The sun made the leaves look golden as Cam walked quietly. Suddenly, he saw a big and beautiful surf with long antlers. Cam got really excited, his heart beating fast. He took out his camera and started taking video of the surf doing its graceful moves. The jungle got quiet, like it was amazed too. Cam thought the surf was so enough with wild eyes. Click! The camera set the special moment. The surf did not know anyone was watching, just eating peacefully. Cam felt so happy to see this wonder of nature. He left quietly, letting the surf be the king of its jungle. And that is the story of how Cam got a picture of the surf, a special moment he will always remember. Bear caught a salmon. In a deep, dark cave surrounded by tall trees, something amazing happened. A huge bear came out of nowhere, nearly like the cave whispered to it to come out and see the world. The bear had a really fluffy coat that sparkled in the sunlight as it walked toward a bubbling stream nearby. All of a sudden, the bear saw something shiny in the water. A fish. The bear's eyes focused, and in a flash, it jumped into the water with fast moves and sharp claws. With a big splash, the bear came out of the stream holding a shiny fish in its paws. The whole forest seemed to stop and watch this incredible moment. The bear, feeling like a winner, went back to its cave and the forest was left with a story about how nature can be both beautiful and tough in the calm woods. Drunken Squirrel. Once upon a time in a big green forest, a little squirrel drank a lot. He saw the falling fruits and decided to cook them. The furry animal happily chewed on the juice and felt a little dizzy from the special juice. After eating the fruit, the chump realized that he was still empty. The tippler began stumbling through the forest in hunt of more food, stamping his little paws on the ground in hunt of something tasty. The drunk detective wanders around and jumps from place to place to find whatever snacks he can find. With all these travels and jumps, the funny squirrel is looking for his next meal. The forest echoed with the sound of rustling leaves and the occasional sob of crapulous creatures. In his drunken search for more snacks, the squirrel turns the timber into a joke. His tricks make trees and other animals laugh. And so the wood squirrel's crapulous journey continues, bringing joy to the peaceful land. Mysterious creature on beach. One sunny morning, a man walked on the beach, making a video of the beautiful moment. While walking, he found something strange that made him stop. There on the sandy shore was something that looked like an alien. When he looked closer through his camera, he found out it was not an alien, but a puffy, wet brush-tail possum. The creature, kind of like a fuzzy balloon, caught the man's eye. He recorded the weird moment, wondering how the possum got all wet. Its soggy fur stuck to its body, and it seemed odd against the calm beach. In his video, the man talked about being surprised by this odd find. He guessed how the possum ended up there, adding a bit of mystery to his morning walk. It made him realize how nature can surprise us, and he enjoyed the unexpected wonders it brings. Snail and the milk. In a teeny tiny world, a small snail went on a big adventure. On a piece of wood, a bit of milk accidentally spilled. Wow, what a find for our little slimy chum. The snail's eyes lit up with curiosity as it crawled towards the milky treasure. Slowly, the snail stuck out its sticky tongue and gently started licking the sweet milk drops. It was a crazy party for the tiny snail, who could not believe its good fortune. The little snail enjoyed each lick, and its shell jiggled with happiness. The milk, like a special potion, brought a lot of excitement to the snail's day. The wooden platform turned into a snail wonderland as the little explorer kept going on its milk trip. The drops were like tiny pools of happiness, and the snail, with its slow but sure pace, loved every bit of the surprise treat. And so, in that little world, a simple spill became a big feast for a little snail, creating a story of joy and tasty discovery. Huge gator. In a big forest, some news people found a huge surprise, a super big gator. It was so long, making everyone's mouths open wide and their eyes go really big. The news team, with their cameras and lots of curiosity, went on a surprise trip into the middle of the forest. As they walked still through the altitudinous trees, the noise of the leaves changed to a low, scary growl from the giant gator. Their hearts raced, but they kept going because they really wanted to see it. And then, there it was, hiding in the dark water, a real-life dinosaur gator. The team took a video and could not believe how lucky they were. With a camera click and a quiet gasp, they saved the most amazing discovery ever. The gator's vastness amazed them, and nature showed them something really, really special. The forest, which was a mysterious place before, now had a giant gator secret. The news people became the storytellers of this wild adventure. Pixie spotted on cam. In a special forest, a teeny pixie got caught on camera, twirling around the sunny leaves and shiny dewdrops. She had these super dainty bodies like flower petals, and she zipped around, making magic happen with each little flap. The camera snapped her shot, making her look like a burst of sparkly dust against the green trees. Her giggles sounded like wind chimes while she played hide and seek with friendly creatures. Her eyes sparkled with mischief, showing the secrets of really old trees. Her see-through wings glowed in the evening, making everything warm and gold. The pixie's presence felt like a soft breath, a quick peek into a hidden world. Her laughter filled the whole forest, like a happy tune that hung in the air, indeed, after she disappeared into the dark. The camera just watched quietly, catching the magic of that moment. It showed a place where amazing things mixed with everyday stuff and secrets came out in the blink of an eye. Jungle snack attack. In a busy jungle, a little agouti was happily eating leaves high upward in a tall tree. Suddenly, a quick tyra with smooth fur and sharp eyes quietly moved through the branches. The agouti, feeling danger, stopped eating. The tyra, hungry and determined, coiled like a snake, getting ready to jump. And also, whistle, it attacked. The agouti, fast and clever, jumped to another branch, just barely escaping the tyra's reach. The jungle was filled with the sound of leaves moving and the agouti's fast heartbeat. But the tyra did not give up. It kept chasing, moving through the branches like a shadow. The tree turned into a battlefield, with the agouti skillfully dodging the tyra's moves. It was like a dance for survival in the green leaves. The agouti moved left and right, and the tyra followed, showing how determined it was. Every jump and turn told a story of cleverness in the heart of the jungle. The excitement filled the air until, with a final turn, the agouti escaped the tyra, hiding in the leaves and making the jungle quiet again. Mermaid Sighting. In a magical forest, where trees whispered secrets and rivers sang, something amazing happened. Picture a bright day when a riverbank unexpectedly hosted a real naiad, all caught on camera. The air sparkled with magic as the lens filmed the enchanting creature coming out of the water, its shiny tail reflecting sun. The mermaid, with long, flowing hair like the river's currents, moved gracefully between water and land. The camera zoomed in, showing scales that glittered like tiny stars. With wide eyes full of awe, the mermaid seemed oblivious to the lens landing this rare moment. The forest stood silent, like an audience witnessing a breathtaking show. As the video spread, people wondered in amazement. Could it be real? A genuine mermaid, not in the deep sea but in the heart of the woods, filmed on a sunny day. The riverbank turned into a gateway where fantasy met reality, leaving everyone who saw the footage feeling amazed like a child. Zombie shark. In a place where water used to be full of lively creatures, there is a sad story about abandoned ocean animals left alone. Imagine an empty place with no one around, like an old museum from the time when fish swam happily. One day, a curious person with a camera found this aquatic graveyard. While exploring, they saw the spooky sight of ocean animals left behind, stuck and wishing for the days when the water was lively. But in the quietness, something even weirder happened. In an old display, a shark that looked like a zombie came out from the darkness, like a memory from a time when the swell was full of life. Its eyes sounded empty, telling a story of being left alone, once a big and important creature now stuck in a spooky aquatic place. The person with the camera was amazed and confused, taking a picture of this strange scene. It showed how these sea creatures, once important, were now forgotten and left in a sad underwater museum, like a part of nature no one cared about. Figures in the woods. In a quiet forest, a trail camera snapped a spooky shot in thick fog. A mysterious figure, all covered in mystery, stepped out of the mist. It felt like magic as the camera saw a puzzling person, their face hidden in the fog. But stay, there is more. A white goat hung out beside them, making the effects even more interesting. The fog, like a big curtain, hid the figure and the goat in a creepy hop. Who could it be? Someone lost, a secret keeper, or maybe something from another world. The picture makes you wonder, just like the fog crawling in the air. The quiet woods turned into a stage for this mysterious pair, leaving you feeling amazed and a bit nervous. The trail camera accidentally told a tale, capturing this quick moment and letting the forest keep its secrets as the fog went away. Ring cam caught blurry figure. One night on a quiet farm, a special camera saw something really weird. It's like a magic eye that looks after the fields. This camera spotted a big bear just strolling around, sniffing and checking things out. Then, out of nowhere, a spooky, blurry thing whizzed by like a ghost, but you could not see it too well. The bear, all surprised and confused, stopped in its tracks. It looked around, trying to figure out what happened. The blurry thing disappeared into the night, and the bear was left scratching its head. The farm, usually calm, suddenly felt full of mysteries. The camera, our fibber without words, took a picture of the strange moment when nature and mystery mixed under the moon. The bear, back to its solo adventure, kept walking through the fields. The ghostly memory hung in the air, making the farm a place of curiosity and wonder.
Mysterious figure. In the deep woods, where a dark step in the moonlight, a trail cam captures something downright strange. A figure, covered in a creepy gleam, most like a ghostly presence. Dressed head to toe in pure white, this mysterious being emerges from the darkness, leaving you with further questions than answers. As the night unfolds, the trail cam reveals the silent rambler's every move. The ghostly figure seems to float through the woods, its formless presence giving off a paranormal vibe. What brings them to this quiet place, dressed up in secret and dressed in an outfit that seems out of place in the deep, dark woods? The air is thick with expectation as you watch the footage, wondering who or what this ghostly figure might be. Is it a lost soul wandering through nature, or is there a more supernatural explanation behind this mysterious encounter? The answers remain elusive, hidden in the depths of the forest. Black bear attacks camera. Deep in the woods, where the night comes alive with mysterious whispers, there is a trail cam, still doing its job. It's dark, real dark, and suddenly, out of the darkness emerges a powerful black bear. You can hardly see him, but those eyes, oh boy, they are glowing like two hot coals in the night. As our furry friend walks through the fields, something catches his attention. Curiosity, or maybe just a bit of mischief, sparkles in those glowy eyes. With a quick movement, he paws at the camera, giving it a good blast. Flash. The camera captures the moment, setting the bear's ferocious stare in a frame. The air is chunky with suspense as our nightly intruder inspects the strange gadget. The glowy eyes tell a tale of nature, a formality with the unknown. And just like that, the bear, pleased, or perhaps just fed up, disappears into the black darkness, leaving the trail camera to tell the tale of a wild night in the woods.
Creepiest encounter. In a small town, there was a spooky house with a character for ghostly happenings. A daring man, driven by curiosity, decided to explore its mysterious insides. When the creaky door swung open, he felt a chill down his spine. The air was heavy with an eerie quietness. As he walked through the dimly lit halls, he heard faint whispers and sensed invisible eyes watching him. Suddenly, a completely black shape appeared, making bone-chilling riots that echoed through the spooky halls. The man's heart raced as he tried to run, but the figure stayed quiet, felt but not seen. The walls seemed to come closer, and dark danced in the corners of his eyes. Every step carried the weight of the unknown, and the man could not shake the feeling of being stuck in a bad dream. It was like the house thrived on fear. Its mysterious secrets part of its very being. In the end, the man got down without physical damage, but the memory of the encounter stuck with him. a scary reminder of how thin the line is between the world we know and the mysterious unknown. Bigfoot sighting. Once in a quiet, away forest, a curious man went on an exciting adventure. As he walked among high trees, a noise in the bushes grabbed his attention. With big eyes, he precisely moved closer to the sound. Suddenly, a huge figure appeared. It was Bigfoot. The man's heart raced and his mouth fell open at the sight of the legendary creature. Bigfoot, covered in shaggy fur, stood tall, looking like part of the old trees. Their eyes met, and there was a moment of silent understanding. The man, amazed, looked at the creature's big footprints on the ground. He could not believe his luck. A real Bigfoot sighting. Feeling a mix of fear and excitement, he reached for his camera to capture the special moment. The creature, not bothered, went away into the deep forest. The man, alone with his thrilling experience, could not wait to tell everyone about it.
What is that? Oh, that's incredible.
Strange light. One night, when the whole world was asleep and covered by twinkling stars, something really special happened in the quiet sky. A watchful camera caught a strange light dancing in the darkness. It was not like the usual moon or faraway star glow. It was totally different. This odd light made everyone who saw it feel amazed. The camera kept recording as the mysterious light did a kind of heavenly dance, painting the night with colors we do not generally see. It blinked and sparkled, leaving behind a sense of wonder. The calm night turned into a kind of magical show. People whispered with excitement and awe as the unusual display unfolded. The quiet cotillion of the mysterious light went on until it suddenly disappeared, making everyone wonder about the secrets hidden high over. It was like a magical moment, a short break in the peaceful night, giving those who saw it a story to tell and a memory of a dark, starry sky. Bizarre creature. In a little town, there was this really weird creature with 4 legs that looked like it came from outer space. What is even stranger is its head was not on its body but stuck on a wall. Yep, you got it. A head on the wall. The creature's legs were all squiggly and zigzags, making it walk in a funny, interesting way. And its eyes? They were like glowing marbles staring right at the camera. People in the town were totally shocked, their eyes getting super big as they saw the video. The creature seemed to be just wandering around, sniffing with its weird nose thing. Some folks were scratching their heads trying to understand what they were seeing. Others just could not stop laughing because it was so unbelievably strange. I mean, who would have guessed that a creature with its head on the wall would act like it owned the place? The video quickly spread everywhere, and everyone in town could not figure out if it was an alien or just a crazy prank. Coyote in the backyard. Once upon a spooky night, there was a backyard under the shiny moon. Suddenly, a sneaky coyote with sharp ears and a bushy tail appeared out of nowhere. A smart camera still watching caught the furry guy on film. As the clock ticked into the deep night, the sly coyote started screaming, making the air shiver. It was like a wild musical under the stars, and the camera recorded every yowl and howl. This mysterious creature had eyes shining like tiny lanterns, telling a secret story to the moon. Its cries echoed in the quiet darkness, making the hair stand on anyone who dared to hear. The once silent backyard turned into a stage for the coyote's night pieces. The camera, a quiet witness to this untold tale, documented the whole creepy scene. The runner, maybe sharing its adventures with unseen night brutes, kept up its wild serenade until the first light of dawn. And just like that, the backyard went back to its peaceful sleep, leaving only the echoes of the coyote's spooky song in the night's memory. Deadly whales. Once, big black whales got stuck on the sandy sand and it was really bad. Their lives were slipping down and it was like a big problem. But also, rescue teams came quickly, like heroes for the whales. The sand became a busy place with people in special clothes working hard. They used tools and tricks to help the stranded whales, like solving a big mystery to save the day. The whales looked really sad and scared, but the rescuers did not stop trying. They splashed water on the whales, tried to move them gently, and did everything to get them back into the deep, safe ocean. Everyone held their breath, hoping for a happy ending. It was tough, but after a lot of teamwork and not giving up, some of the whales started swimming back to their home. It was a hard day, but in the end, the black whales got a second chance, thanks to the kind hearts of those who worked together to help. Shocking CCTV footage. In a quiet farm, something really strange happens, and it's all caught on camera by CCTV. A man comes out from behind a pile of wood, and there is an axe stuck right on top of his head. It's weird, and he looks like he's in big trouble. He's walking fast, nearly like he is stuck or hurt. And the axe on his head is shaking, which is just odd and kind of scary. As time goes by, the man's walking changes. The fast, scary steps slow down a lot. It's like he's getting weaker, and the axe on his head is getting heavier. He starts to stumble like a puppet with no strings. Walking becomes hard for him, like each step is a big effort. Then something really big happens. On a hill, the man falls down, but it's not a gentle fall. He tumbles hard. Right before he hits the ground, you can still see the axe stuck on the top of his head. It's a weird and creepy detail. The CCTV quietly records all of this on the peaceful farm. People watching are left confused and interested. What caused this strange thing? Was it an accident or something else? The questions hang in the air as the mysterious story unfolds in the farm footage, like a puzzle staying to be solved. Deadly sea creature. Once on a quiet sand, there was a big ocean creature lying there, not moving at all. It was 4 to 5 feet long, like a giant from the ocean that had come to the shore and stopped living. Its shiny scales sparkled in the sunlight, showing how it used to live happily under the waves. Was it a fish or a wolf? Nobody knew, but it had met a sad end, making the air feel a bit sad. The beach, where people used to laugh and play, now had a secret. The creature's eyes, once full of ocean curiosity, just stared at the sky, not seeing anything. Its pointy fins, not moving presently, showed how strong it used to be in the deep sea. The waves softly touched its body, like they were sad for losing an ocean friend. People wondered where the creature came from. Old people thinking hard tried to understand how the vast ocean brought this big creature to rest on their sandy sand. Strange dolphin. One sunny day, a man was on a boat, sailing through clear waters. Out of the blue, his camera spotted a weird dolphin. This was not your regular dolphin. It was a mysterious one, all steely and clear. It zoomed through the waves super fast, forming the water sparkle behind it. The man on the boat was really interested in this surprise, so he snappily grabbed his camera to take a video of this amazing sight. The glossy dolphin kept diving under the water, moving in a way that seemed like it was from another world. The man was amazed at how fast it was, trying hard to keep up with his camera. Every time the dolphin surged forward, it made a beautiful dance of chores in the water. It was like a magical moment in the huge ocean, a picture of how amazing nature can be. The man could not help but feel really impressed as he watched the strange dolphin's quick dance in the water, a moment he would always remember out there on the wide open sea. Pack of black coyotes. In a really thick, dark jungle, a pack of shiny black coyotes sneaked around without making a sound. Their sharp eyes sparkled in the moonlight, but they did not know that a hidden camera in the bushes was watching everything they did. As the night went on, the coyotes worked together like a team, moving in a special way to stay safe. They went through the plants under the old trees, listening carefully to the jungle's quiet sounds. The camera took videos of the sneaky coyotes talking to each other with soft growls and quick moves. The moon made their fur look super shiny and pretty in the dark. You could see the group sticking together as they ate a meal, their dark shapes standing out against the green trees. But the coyotes did not know someone was secretly watching their dark show. The jungle, which used to be their hidden stage, now showed off their night adventures to an invisible watcher. The black coyotes kept on doing their mysterious thing, not knowing a camera was keeping track of their wild and graceful moves. Raccoon attacks on deer. One night, when the stars were shining, something weird happened in the quiet woods. A sneaky raccoon with its robber-like mask was happily eating its dinner. It did not realize that a curious deer was quietly munching hard, not knowing about the raccoon's late-night snack. The moonlight made dark as the raccoon, lost in its world of crumbs, suddenly got scared. From the dark, a bold raccoon surprise. The deer, surprised too, was now face to face with the masked muncher. This unexpected meeting happened in the silent night, caught by a quiet trail camera. The raccoon, showing some unexpected bravery, jumped at the deer, wanting a piece of the night feast. The trail camera, like a silent spy, recorded this strange clash of forest familiars. This night adventure reminds us that indeed in the calm, dark woods, surprising things be among the animals, making untold stories of the wild that humans never see. Great horned owl. In the quiet of the night on the farm, a big owl took the spotlight in a dark story. It still flew through the bright moonlit sky, and its sharp eyes set up a yummy snack below. With care, it swooped down and grabbed an unsuspecting creature for a late night meal. But surprise! A hidden friend, a trail camera was there, secretly taking video. The night turned into a cool adventure, with the camera watching every move. Feathers got ruffled, and the owl's claws held onto its dinner as it showed off its hunting skills in the quiet farm. The camera's bright light set the whole nighttime scene in one picture, showing the amazing hunter in action. At that moment, the big owl became the mysterious night idol, its secret actions revealed by the camera's quiet click. A quick, wild dance in the dark, all captured for everyone to enjoy when the sun comes up. Sasquatch sighting. One day, a guy was driving near a lake in his reliable vehicle when something amazing happened. While he was driving, he saw a really big thing covered in fur standing tall among the trees. He could not believe his eyes and quickly tried to take a video with his camera. The big thing, called Sasquatch by many, was in the background, not knowing the man was watching. With shaky hands, the guy managed to press the record button just in time. The camera caught the big furry creature's figure, its fur blending with the trees. The man, now someone who saw the fabulous creature, could hardly believe how lucky he was. The creature felt the man there and turned its big head toward the vehicle. They looked at each other for a moment before the creature disappeared into the thick fields, leaving the man amazed by the wild mysteries around the peaceful lake. A baby raccoon. Once upon a starry night in a field far, far away, a tiny baby raccoon was on a big adventure. With its little paws, it scurried around, sniffling the ground, hunting for a delicious night snack. The moon beamed brightly, uncovering its clear, masked look. Now, this little adventurer did not know it was being watched. You see, hidden in the bushes was a clever trail camera, all set to capture any animals that crossed its way. Our baby raccoon, not minding the camera's curious eye, continued its search. It revolves through the high field and rustled leaves, searching for fallen berries or crispy bugs. The night was its playground, and the world its buffet. As the camera clicked down, our furry friend carried on its entertaining trip, unaware of its newfound fame in the secret world of the fields. And so, the story of the baby raccoon's night feast became a whispered story, shared by the quiet camera and the twinkling stars. Jawfish with eggs. In the deep sea, a little creature called a jawfish got filmed, and something amazing was going down. This fish had a mouth crammed with loads of teeny eggs, making it a super cool sight. The video reveals the jawfish dude carefully taking care of all those precious eggs snuggled up in its mouth. Zooming in on the camera, you can see the fish's eyes showing how serious it is, like it totally knows it's got a big job. The eggs look like a bunch of shiny pearls neatly packed in the jawfish's mouth, making it a really awesome show. The jawfish Joe does not let the heavy load bother it. It stays right over the eggs, guarding them like a champ. This is basically an aquatic parenting scene, proving how cool nature is. The video tells the quiet but strong story of this jawfish, revealing the amazing and tricky life under the sea. The ocean, usually hidden from us, spills its secrets in this super cool video, making us amazed by the awesome things in the deep sea. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny sand day, something really cool happened that got everyone super excited. A huge fish like the size of a grown-up got caught on camera near the shore. It had a big round body that stood out against the sandy background. People could not believe it. The beach was filled with talk as curious folks gathered to see this mysterious ocean creature. The enormous fish just lay there, its incandescent scales catching the sun. What kind of fish was it? Nobody knew for sure, and everybody started guessing. Some said it was the biggest fish ever, while others allowed maybe it was an ocean monster. The sand came a center of excitement as the big round fish came the talk of the town. The mystery fish came a personality, capturing the imagination of everyone who saw it. And that is how the story of the giant round fish at the sand came a special memory for the whole seaside community. Ghost ship. Out in the big ocean, something really strange happened. A giant fuzzy white ship appeared out of nowhere, making a shadowy shape against the sky. It was like the ship just popped in from another world, and it gave everybody watching the video a spooky feeling. The camera caught everything, showing how massive and ghost-like the ship was as it sailed through the mysterious waters. This ship, looking like a ghost from a long time ago, moved quietly across the waves, making a trail of mystery behind it. The shape of the ship was unclear, like it held secrets from way back. The camera made sure to show how strange and ghostly this moment was. The usually calm ocean became a spooky place. This weird ship, with its not normal feeling, made everything we thought we knew about the ocean a bit spooky. People who saw the video could not stop thinking about what secrets might be hiding in the fuzzy outlines of this ghostly ship. A real sea mystery that added a bit of magic to the huge open ocean. Weird alien. One night, when the water was calm and the sky full of stars, something super cool happened. A weird, glowing alien, all the way from another planet, popped up from the deep water. It glowed and danced aquatic, making the whole scene look like a fantastic light show. People, carrying their cameras, could not believe their eyes.
Get a video. Oh my goodness. On YouTube.
They got each excited and started snapping movie of the alien. This strange creature had a bright glow that moved in a really cool way, leaving everyone wondering what it was. People could not stop talking about it, and you could hear whispers of amazement in the night.
What? Pretty eerie.
That looks like a big jellyfish.
The water sparkled as the alien kept doing its thing, nearly like a magical aquatic dance. Every little light and movement told a silent story about a creature we have no way seen ahead. And just like that, the mysterious alien faded into the deep water, leaving everyone amazed by this short and incredible encounter with something completely out of this world. Imagine telling your familiars about it with wide eyes.
George, you got a video? Yeah, I'm getting video. What the hell?
Black shadow. Late at night, A mysterious dark shape sneaked along the quiet road, just out of the security camera's sight. The shadow looked like it was dancing with the flickering streetlights, playing a game of hide and seek in the dark. It moved without making a sound, like it was sharing a secret with the dark. When the moon's glow spread, the shadow stretched across the road, almost like it wanted to hide. The security camera, though, did not notice the sneaky darkness visitor. A quiet settled over everything, only interrupted by faraway car sounds. The dark shape kept on its mysterious journey, sliding between patches of light on the road, creating a kind of contrasting picture. It was there and then gone, leaving behind a feeling of curiosity and lots of unanswered questions. In the silent night, the shadow turned into a silent storyteller, telling its tale only to the moon and the empty road. Dangerous poison? In a spooky forest, a hidden camera caught something strange. There was a spooky road where a person on a motorcycle rode past. The camera recorded a weird video of a man in black clothes walking on the road. Suddenly, another man in white clothes showed up, chased him for a bit, and attacked. The man in black fought back, and the attacker ran away. But this wasn't a normal fight. The video got scarier when the camera zoomed in, showing something not from our world. A ghostly spirit came out of the man in black and attacked the other person while the man stayed on the road. When he tried to get up, the spooky spirit went back into him, and he looked normal again, like any person. The camera zoomed in more, and there was another mystery. The man in black had some strange venom inside him. This venom, hiding in a regular-looking person, was a confusing puzzle. Nobody knew where it came from or why it was in him. The strange event left us with more questions than answers, all hidden in the deep, dark woods. Cloudwalkers. On a quiet road, a guy stood, looking up at the sky. Suddenly, 3 people appeared from the fluffy clouds. He could not believe it. It felt like magic. The folks seemed like they came straight from the sky and walked gracefully toward him. His heart raced and his eyes got really big. What an odd thing to happen on a regular day. As they came down from the clouds, the figures turned into humans, each one different. The Joe, stuck in place, stared in wonder as the 3 came closer. It was like a door to another world opened right above him. The clouds moved away, showing these mysterious people. The guy could not stop thinking about the stories these visitors might have. With a blend of wonder and surprise, he watched them nearly, wondering quietly, how did they get here from the clouds? The road, which used to be normal, turned into a stage for a super strange meeting with things he did not know.
White, blurry creature. Deep in the quiet woods, something super strange occurred. A special camera in the forest saw a weird, blurry thing. It was all white, kind of like a see-through ghost, just popping up and dancing in front of the camera. This mysterious blur left everyone scraping their heads and wanting to know more. The snap it took is like a secret made of light and dark. It's like a story, but without any words. A frame of nature, calm and peaceful, suddenly broken by this puzzling guest. It's like a secret message in the quiet of the woods. This blurry thing is like a missing piece in the big picture of the wild. People are wondering, what in the world could it be? A shy creature from the woods? Perhaps a foggy mist? Or could it be something even more magical? The picture on the camera is like a frozen secret moment, making us all curious. The crazy patient.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chicas, no mames.
In a busy hospital, a person in a wheelchair had a friend helping them. The room they went into was calm with the sound of medical machines. But suddenly, something crazy came off. The friend got really scared and ran out of the room, leaving the person in the wheelchair confused. All of a sudden, the calm person in the wheelchair got super energetic. Their wheelchair turned into a speedy car, racing through the clean hallways. They were on a mission to catch up with their friend, who was running down. Nurses and doctors could not believe their eyes as this surprising chase unfolded. The friend, realizing they were being followed, ran even faster, desperately looking for help. The person in the wheelchair, with a screaming determination, kept chasing after them. The sanitarium, once a quiet place, now echoed with the sounds of wheels and steps. It turned an ordinary day into a surprising and screaming adventure.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chica, no mames.
Unknown creatures. One night, way in the deep woods, something really mysterious happened. A quiet camera in the dark took a picture of a strange creature. The picture, hidden in the darkness of the night, showed a blurry white thing sneaking through the dark. The creature, keeping its identity secret, looked like it was dancing between the tree branches, leaving everyone curious. The tiny dots on the screen shook as the creature went by and out of focus, making a spooky sight. Its shape was tricky to figure out, like a ghostly dance frozen in time. The night was like its big oil, and the camera came the storyteller, telling the story of a mystery creature wandering in the middle of the night. The creature, caught on the camera, left people scratching their heads. The picture made them ask lots of questions, but the answers were hidden in the tiny dots. It was like a mystery hanging in the air, making everyone guess and wonder. The camera, just watching still, came a kind of witness to a story that nobody knew, a tale that rumored through the quiet of the night. Hippo and rhino walk. One night, a big rhino and a chunky hippo took a walk in the jungle. It was so dark that you could only see the moon shining. The leaves crunched as they stepped with their heavy feet. Suddenly, a sneaky cam, that's short for camera, saw them. The rhino, tough-skinned, and the hippo, grinning wide, did not know they were on cam. The jungle, usually loud in the day, got quiet with the rhino and hippo's hush-hush steps. The cam hid in the vines, quietly taking a movie of this odd midnight walk. The rhino's horn sparkled a bit, and the hippo's big body made a trail of squashed grass. It seemed like they were telling secrets to the moon, not realizing the cam was capturing everything. This surprise meeting of a rhino and hippo added a mystery to the jungle's nighttime stories. The cam came the quiet storyteller of this funny night adventure. Female mountain lion. In the wild, where big trees and thick bushes make a secret world, something interesting happened. One sunny day, a lady mountain lion stood in front of a trail camera. This camera, like a hidden eye, recorded everything she did. Suddenly, a loud scream echoed in the trees. It was the mountain lion, talking in the language of the wild. The sound filled the air, telling a story of the wild land. With the sun all around, the mountain lion's scream showed a picture of pure nature. The camera, a quiet watcher, captured the wild sounds. The laugh was strong and mysterious, a sign of the wild life in the heart of the forest. At that moment, the trail camera came to a storyteller, participating in the unknown stories of the wild creatures. The lady mountain lion, with her important laugh, left a lasting mark on the forest, reminding everyone that nature's stories are written in roars and whispers under the open sky. Cougar and jungle. In the deep, quiet woods, a clever cougar prowled with curiosity. Its golden eyes glinted in the moonlight as it stealthily moved through the trees, its soft paws barely making a sound on the leaf-covered ground. The forest was its area, and tonight, it had a mission. The cougar, a sleek and silent hunter, was on the hunt for something mysterious. Its nose twitched, catching scents that danced through the air. With every step, its keen senses were on high alert. Little did it know, a watchful trail camera hidden in the trees was silently observing its every move. As the cougar sneaked through the murk, the trail camera clicked to life, landing the majestic animal in action. The forest, generally a realm of quiet secrets, now held evidence of the cougar's hunt. The camera, a silent substantiation, snapped prints that would later reveal the story of jungle. In this hidden world of trees and dark, the cougar's journey unfolded, leaving a trail of mysterious images captured by the watchful eye of the trail cam. Spooky creature. In a dark forest, something strange came off. A hidden camera in the high trees accidentally recorded something really spooky. At first, the screen got all fuzzy, and also, out of nowhere, a weird person. Such a thing showed up. Its head looked like a creature from outer space and gave everyone watching the creeps. Its eyes glowed in the dark, and its arms and legs moved in a way that did not seem normal. This strange being appeared like magic in the dark, like a ghost in the quiet woods. The camera tried hard to show this odd moment, and when people saw the video, they felt like something cryptic was passing. The alien such-like critter moved around like a ghost, both graceful and a bit scary. The peaceful woods, which used to be calm, now had a hidden secret full of questions. After the video finished, everyone was left wondering about the strange figure that disappeared into the dark, making the woods feel a bit strange and spooky. Otter caught on cam. One sunny day, next to the twisty river, a cute otter appeared on a camera. The water sparkled as the otter swam around, its shiny fur looking super enough in the sun. The otter's eyes were so curious as it swam through the water, going in and out of the little waves. Then it did a quick somersault, showing off how good it was at flipping, and someone behind a camera noticed. When the camera zoomed in, the otter did indeed do more cool stuff. It balanced on a rock covered in moss like it knew it had an audience. Little bubbles popped on the water when the otter went under, and also it popped back over, shaking off water everywhere. It was like a nature show right there. The otter kept doing its watery dance, making everyone watching sense happy and amazed. This little videotape was like a reminder of how awesome nature can be when we take the time to watch its exciting, casual performances. Skunk stole seeds. One night, a sneaky critter crept into the garden, its eyes full of curiosity. Unknown to it, a vigilant trail camera saw everything. The little thief, with a cunning grin, tiptoed around the plants, looking for treasures. Its small paws quickly grabbed seeds, almost like a secret dance. The night air whispered stories, and the sneaky creature kept stealing. The trail camera, like a quiet protector, took video of the night adventure. Flash! Seeds faded in the dark, taken by the mysterious visitor. In the moon's tableware light, the theater saw it all. The trail camera caught the creature robbery, indurating the moment in filmland. As morning came, the secret theft stayed retired, only known by the theater, the moon, and the vigilant trail camera. The stolen seeds turned into a riddle participated between the night and the camera, making the theater curious about the caller that danced under the moon. Moose fight. Once, a man was driving in a big forest in his shiny car. Out of the blue, two huge moose showed up, looking like they were about to have a big fight. The man could not believe his eyes. He quickly took his camera and started recording. The moose, with their giant antlers, began a strong fight, making dust and leaves fly everywhere. It was like watching a cool nature movie right in front of the man. They clashed and pushed each other, using their powerful bodies. The man felt amazed and a little scared, but he kept recording, getting all the action of the moose battle. After a while, the dust settled, and the moose went their own ways. The man was left feeling amazed by this awesome wildlife moment. He drove off with an incredible story and a video to show, happy to have seen nature's exciting show up close. Horrific creature in the forest. Deep in a big forest, where tall trees stood like ancient guards, something scary happened. One sunny day, a camera hidden in the woods saw something really spooky. At first, it looked normal. Birds singing, leaves moving. But when the camera zoomed in, a creature appeared, making everyone shiver. This creature had long, twisted horns that seemed to touch the sky. It moved still through the thick bushes, its eyes shining strangely, and its fur, as dark, stayed so still. The air felt thick as the creature walked, leaving soft whispers before. Even though it was daytime, the creature looked even scarier. Each step it took felt on purpose, and the once calm forest now felt a bit scary. The camera saw it all, telling a story of a creature not meant for daylight, a scary thing in the heart of the wild. The video made people feel uneasy, a story that stayed in the quiet forest. Black wolf howls. Once upon a sunny day, a big, loud wolf came out of its snug cave. The air was quiet as the wolf stepped out, its fur shining in the warm sun. Suddenly, the wolf howled super loudly, and the sound echoed through the hills and valleys. It was so loud that a curious cam heard it. The cam, with its long neck and kind eyes, turned to where the howl came from. Its ears stood up, trying to figure out the strange sound. The wolf did not stop howling, and the sound was strong and a bit sad. The cam walked slowly towards the wolf, its hooves making a soft noise on the ground. As the cam got closer, it looked at the wolf with interest and amazement. The wolf's howl seemed to tell a story of the wild. A story the cam could feel but not fully understand. The two animals, one with fur and the other with a hump, shared a moment in nature. The wolf's howl hung in the air, connecting the wild spirits. Real ghost caught on cam. In the really dark jungle where the moon can hardly glance through the thick trees, a camera took a spooky picture. The night was super quiet, only leaves making noise and away creatures talking. Suddenly the camera snapped, landing a moment that made people get jitters. In the print, in the dark, a see-through ghost showed up, like a ghostly mist in the air. It did not make sense, like it was not from the regular world. The leaves behind it shook like something unnoticeable touched them. The person looking at the picture got wide eyes and a creepy feeling down their back. The ghost just stood there, like it knew all the jungle secrets. The picture made everyone wonder about things we do not know, like the cool and mysterious stuff that might be in the dark jungle. It was like a frozen moment in time, showing how strange and spooky the wild jungle can be. Unknown face caught on cam. Deep in a mysterious forest, something strange happened. A secret camera caught a weird scene where a face nobody knew appeared in the darkness. The person sat on the wet ground, and their look made people curious. No clear features, just a mysterious face that looked to pop up from the deep woods. What confused the watcher even more was the strange stretching of arms. You could not see them, but they were there, outlined against the trees and bushes. These invisible arms moved gracefully, making a quieting picture in the quiet place. The forest, like a quiet friend, watched as the person sat among the noisy leaves. A mystery woven into the nature around. This frozen moment caught by the camera made people wonder. The secret face with its hidden, stretched-out arms was like a mystification without a result, echoing in the quiet old forest land. Owl hunting. In the dark night, a quiet hunter flew through the sky, its wings barely making a sound against the bright moon. This mysterious creature had big, round eyes that sparkled in the dim light, setting off on a nighttime adventure. Nearby, a clever camera sat still, waiting for something interesting to be. As the owl got closer, its sharp claws shone in the pale light. Suddenly, the camera started clicking, taking movie of the owl's nighttime journey. The owl did not realize it was getting the main character in a story of the night, playing out in the dark. The sneaky raspberry, with its careful moves, accidentally passed by a retired camera, showing everyone its nightly hunt. The camera's lens set the detailed dance between the hunter and its prey. A secret play unfolded on the screen, displaying the wild hop of the night hunter, caught near another bird's nest. The night stayed quiet, and the picture told the untold tale of the owl's adventure under the moon. Raccoon scares deer. One night, a sneaky raccoon with a mask-like face quietly moved through the dark woods. Its eyes glowed in the moonlight. Meanwhile, a shy deer was peacefully munching on grass, not aware of any trouble. Suddenly, the playful raccoon jumped out, surprising the gentle deer. The deer got scared, set, and its hooves shook. The raccoon, thinking it was all a game, ran around, making the deer run away in fear. But guess what? A special camera that watches the woods captured this funny night scene. The camera's flash snapped a picture of the raccoon in mid-jump, showing its cheeky smile. The deer with wide eyes hurried away, leaving behind a story of their night adventure in the quiet forest. The camera, like a quiet storyteller, saved this memory of the unexpected meeting between the raccoon and the deer in the dark.
Bear in the forest. In the weedy forest, a furry giant walks through the high trees, its heavy frame merging smoothly with the rich greenery. The air is filled with the balance of rustling leaves and the distant gossip of forest animals. Our attention, still, is set out to a peaceful scene showing under the cover. A gentle giant, covered in thick brown fur, is occupied in a slow feast. The bear, with a round belly and a content expression, grazes on juicy grounds that carpet the forest floor. Sunlight filters through the leaves, releasing a warm glow on the bear's furry back. The sound of crunching leaves coordinates with the bird jingles, creating a calm air that encloses the peace of this quiet world. Sometimes the bear lifts its head, disclosing a snout dusted with earthy dust, before continuing its joyful grazing. The forest, a silent observer to this daily habit, stands high in a reasonable life, where the bear's simple act of eating becomes an exciting part of nature's glorious story. Deer's escape. Up in the rough mountains, there is a man with his camera. Suddenly, he sees something big happening in nature. A lion still getting near to a deer that has no idea what is coming. He starts recording. You can feel the stress as the lion gets ready to attack, its muscles all tight for the prey. The man is safe in his car, catching every bit of the showdown between the predator and the prey. The lion bounds, fur and dust flying around. The deer is running, hooves going crazy against the Rocky Mountains. It's like a real-life race passing right there. You cannot help but hold your breath as the lion gets nearer. The deer, super smart, uses its skills to duck the lion, nearly getting caught but managing to slip down into the rocks. The mountains echo with the sounds of the chase. Just when you think the lion's got its meal, the deer does this adventurous move, disappearing into the rocks. The guy sits there, still shooting, amazed at how awful nature is and how these creatures survive.
Baby baboon captured. In a happy forest where tall trees play hide and seek with the sun, a little baby baboon had a super fun day in front of a special moving box with a shiny eye. The sun was up high, making the leaves look all golden and pretty. The bitsy baboon with fur as soft as clouds got caught on a camera doing baboon dances. A tricky jump, a fun spin, and a flip that made the leaves laugh. The shiny eye took movie of every baboon wiggle and curious look at the world. The baby baboon's eyes sparkled with innocence as it swung from tree to tree, making a cool show for the invisible friends behind the camera. The timber, usually a quiet place with secret whispers, echoed with the laughs and giggles of the little baboon. The camera set these happy moments, making a special choker of memories. The sun, the trees, and the laughs, a day in the baby baboon's life, forever remembered in the magic box. Owl caught by trail cam. One sunny day, a special camera in the woods saw something cool, an owl. But here's the twist, it was not nighttime, it was sunny. The camera went click, and there was the owl, sitting on a branch with its eyes wide open. The owl looked around, checking out all the green stuff. Maybe it was playing hide and seek with squirrels or chatting with the chirping birds. The camera kept taking video, freezing the owl's every move. It spread its wings like a beautiful hop of feathers. It was like a real nature show passing right there during the day. The owl jumped from branch to branch, like a ninja in the trees. The camera caught everything, an owl adventure in the woods during the day. Who would have thought these night owls had secret day plans? The camera showed us the owl's hidden life, thanks to its clever spying skills. Nature always has surprises waiting for us to see up close. Hundreds of eels in the water. One day at the calm lake, lots of slippery, long eels were swimming around, like a big underwater family get-together. The air was filled with the happy sounds of children giggling and shouting. Why? Well, these curious kids had figured out that eels really enjoy munching on bread. A bunch of excited kids, each holding pieces of bread. With big smiles on their faces, they took turns throwing the bread into the water. Splash! The eels hurried over to grab the floating treats, their smooth bodies wiggling with excitement. It was kind of like a dance between the bread and the eels, happening right there in the water. The kids were having so much fun, their laughter echoing around the lake. Some chuck bits disappeared super fast, eaten up by the empty eels. While others floated on the surface, making a sort of floating snack table. The day full of adventures with every throw and splash, the lake became a happy place for both laughter and gliding eels. Dead baby elephant. In a big green jungle, something really sad happened. A huge elephant with tears in his eyes gently picked up his bitsy baby with his long nose. The baby elephant was not moving anymore, and it made the big elephant very sad. So with a slow and careful touch, the big giant used his nose like a gentle hand to lift the little one. Feeling really heavy inside, the big elephant started walking, carrying his baby down from the place where it could not play and be happy anymore. It was like the jungle itself felt quiet, knowing something was not right. The big giant, moving slowly but with a strong heart, carried his little one through his nose, showing a deep love and a really heavy sadness. The jungle watched still as this very sad trip unfolded. In this quiet time, nature itself seemed to understand the sadness of the big elephant as he took his little baby away, step by step. Skunk spotted. One night, under the moon in a quiet field, a fluffy-tailed skunk had a secret charge chasing a sleek gray fox. The fields were super quiet, only the grass making soft sounds under their paws. Guess what? A sneaky trail camera was silently watching everything. The skunk, each excited, crawled after the fox, eyes shining. The gray fox was like a ninja, moving really fast through the dark. Then, out of the blue, a bright flash from the trail camera set the whole funny chase. The skunk's tail stood up, and the fox got a big surprise. That night, the trail camera came a surprise fabulist, taking video of the funny hop between a determined skunk and a tricky slate fox. The frozen video tells a story of what happens when everyone's asleep, showing nature's darkness show for anyone who wants to see it. Lion and tracks. One night in the dark woods, a special camera caught something amazing. As the night hugged the trees, a sneaky lion came out, showing its grandness only to the camera. The camera, like a quiet storyteller, filmed every smooth move and strong step. In the quiet of the night, the lion made a mark, leaving a mysterious trail of paw prints each around the thick forest. These prints, like nature's own fingerprints, told a story of a creature wandering its kingdom under the gentle moonlight. The videotape suggested a lively show in the middle of the trees, where the lion moved gracefully, leaving a trail of secrets that only the camera could show. The night, once full of secrets, now had one uncovered through the camera's eye, capturing the wild beauty of a lion's night adventure. The Scared Man. In a quiet street with only a few streetlights shining softly, a watchman was standing in front of some houses. The night was peaceful, with only the distant sound of equities making noise. As he kept watch, suddenly his phone rang, breaking the silence. He was surprised and he tried to answer the call quickly. The voice on the other end sounded urgent, making his heart race. Without thinking twice, he ran away from where he was supposed to be, disappearing into the dark. What he did not know was that a camera was quietly watching and recording everything. The recording caught him moving fast, the keys on his belt making noise, and his steps fading down. The once quiet road was now witness to a strange event. The phone call set off a series of actions, and the watchman's quick departure left the road full of unanswered questions. The camera recording silently kept the mystery of why he suddenly left, letting the peaceful night take over again. Soldier found white animal. Once upon a time, in an away place, a courageous soldier set up a strange, snowy creature with really soft fur. The soldier was super surprised and slowly walked up to the furry friend. The mysterious animal looked like a mix of a goat and a sheep, and its big, round eyes sparkled with curiosity. When the soldier reached out a hand, the gentle creature cuddled against it, making a surprising connection between them. A new friendship bloomed in the soldier's heart. Wanting to take care of the critter, the soldier gathered some wild greens and soft grass, creating a simple feast. Happily, the soldier watched as the white wonder ate the food, wagging its tail in delight. In this magical meeting, in their quiet spot, a special bond formed between the soldier and the strange white creature. They spent quiet moments together, making a unique story of friendship in a mysterious land. Student took photos with giant alligator. Once, on a glowing day, a girl in a happy graduation outfit stood by the water. She smiled big as a giant alligator popped up, looking like it came from a dinosaur book. They seemed like friends ready for a big adventure. Click! The girl moved to solid ground, and guess who tagged along? Yep, the giant alligator. They walked together like best buddies. The girl laughed. The alligator sort of grinned, as much as alligators can. And they took more videos. It was like a magical day where people and alligators understood the same language of joy. The video told a story of an amazing friendship between a fresh graduate and a huge reptile. Who would have allowed a girl in a cap and gown and an alligator could make such an odd but encouraging story? Sometimes, the stylish stories are the ones where unexpected friends come together, and this was definitely one of those stories. Gorilla vs. Goose. Once upon a time, in a wild place, a funny thing happened. A big hairy gorilla met a brave and loud goose. It was all caught on camera, and wow, it was a funny sight. The goose, with its wings flapping and feathers all messy, walked up to the gorilla on the ground. Now you might wonder, why would a small goose bother a huge gorilla? Well, this bold bird was really gutsy. The goose, with a honk louder than a horn, tried to make the gorilla go down. It stretched its long neck, standing tall like it was saying, "Hey, big guy, this is my space." The gorilla, covered in fur, sounded puzzled at first, but then something magical happened. It joined in the fun. Instead of getting upset, the gorilla pretended to be spooked, making silly faces that even a clown would find funny. The goose kept honking and flapping, thinking it had won. The people watching behind the camera could not stop laughing at this funny face, off between a kind giant and a brave bird. Mysterious furry creature. In the middle of a thick forest, something really strange happened under the sunshine, snooping through the leaves. A huge, mysterious creature, kind of like a gigantic octopus but covered in airy white fur, got caught on camera. The video showed the creature moving easily among the trees, its long, tentacle-like arms impressing in a weird way. The forest around it made the whole thing even more mysterious, with sun making patterns through the leaves and creating interesting murk on the creature. People who saw the video were confused and started asking a bunch of questions. The story of this strange critter quickly spread, grabbing the attention of those who saw the footage. Everyone wanted to know what this creature was and where it came from. The fact that it was seen during the day made it indeed more surprising because, generally, creatures like this are hooked to the dark of night. The once peaceful forest now sounded full of secrets, making people curious to find out what was hiding in its depths. Mystery animal? In a big green forest, something strange came down. People got really curious when they saw a secret animal on hidden cameras. It could be a chubby, soon-to-be mama pig, or a dark, mysterious one with a black wool. The animal, either looking all round and ready for something or hidden in the dark, made people imagine lots of things. The high trees, like ages and commas in nature's big story, watched everything still. The camera, like a detective's sharp eyes, saw every little move, making everyone wonder what was going to be next. Was it a mommy pig getting ready for baby piglets? Or was it a mysterious creature moving through the trees? The forest kept its secrets, and the whole exciting thing caught on camera made everyone sit on the edge of their seats, waiting to find out more about this forest mystery. The bear in fields. One night in a quiet field, a sneaky, furry troublemaker was caught doing something mischievous. The tricky animal, with its dark fur hiding in the dark, got caught by a camera that watches everything. The quiet night got noisy with the sound of leaves as the sneaky thief walked through the field, not knowing the camera was watching every step. The camera's bright light showed the bear doing funny things, sniffing around, maybe looking for a snack. The mischievous troublemaker, with a sparkle in its eyes, seemed to really enjoy its night adventure. The blurry video tells the story of a wild night, turning the field into a stage for a furry show in the dark. Looking at the video makes us curious about what our furry friends do when we are not looking, revealing the secrets of the night in nature's heart. Giant creature on road. Late at night, a really big deer with huge antlers walked on the road. The moon made it look magical. Suddenly, a man in a car saw this big deer. His eyes got super wide and he slowed down to look at the giant deer blocking the road. The man opened his car window and could not believe what he saw. The big deer did not mind the car, it just looked at the man. At that moment, they kind of connected, like they understood each other. The man felt amazed and humble, so he grabbed his camera to take a picture of this unbelievable sight. When he took the picture, the giant deer kept walking in the night, disappearing into the dark. The man in the car sat there thinking about what just happened. This special moment turned a regular night into a story of magic and feeling close to nature. Terrifying footages. One spooky night, a camera quietly watched an old dim house. Suddenly it saw something strange, a shadowy figure moving through walls, making everyone scared. Objects floated mysteriously, like they were dancing without music. Doors opened on their own, like a ghost was pushing them. Whispers filled the empty rooms, like the air was telling ghost secrets. The camera saw light circles moving, like a ghostly dance that people could not see. A cold feeling was in every picture, like something not making sense. In the quiet night, normal effects came really strange. The moving movie told a story about effects that are not normal. People who do not believe have to think about it. A strange energy left its mark on the movie, making people feel uneasy about something they do not get. The silent camera footage yelled a scary story, showing a place that does not make sense and making people think about things we cannot explain. Bigfoot footprints? One day, a man went for a hike in the mountains when the sun was making everything look warm and enough. He did not expect to find something that would make his heart beat fast. In the deep woods, he found giant footprints on the ground. His eyes got really big because the footprints were huge, like something massive had walked there. He felt a mix of excitement and wonder. He carefully measured the footprints, thinking about legendary creatures like Bigfoot. The evidence he found hinted that maybe Bigfoot was there. Every footprint seemed to tell a story about this mysterious creature, like a secret scratched in the mountain soil. The man, feeling both excited and a bit nervous, took a movie and wrote down what he saw. When he came down from the mountain, he could not stop thinking about what he found. It was like he discovered a hidden world, and now he'd a story to tell that would make others curious. Mysterious fox captured. One dark night in the quiet forest, a small camera with an electronic eye was secretly watching. This camera, like a spy, had a special job to see the hidden world that comes alive when the moon is high. While the stars sparkled above, the camera saw a rustle in the bushes. Out came a small, smart fox with a shiny gray coat. The camera's eye blinked, taking video of the fox's every move. The fox was not just playing around, its pointy ears perked up. And its nose sniffed the air. It was on a mission, looking for something special under the soft moonlight. The camera still recorded the fox's trip as it tiptoed through the forest, leaving secret paw prints for only the night creatures to follow. The camera saw the fox's eyes shine with curiosity, reflecting the moonlight. What was the fox after? That answer stayed a secret, hidden in the heart of the magical forest where the night kept its mysteries near, and the camera told silent stories of the wild nighttime adventures. Grizzly black bear. One sunny day near the river, something really funny happened. A big brown grizzly bear was just walking when it saw a huge bull elk. The bear, feeling like having some fun, decided to do a cool trick. It rolled over the elk with a big spin, surprising both the bear and the elk. Someone caught the whole thing on camera, and now it's a wild and funny moment in the animal world. The bear's happy moves made the day more cheerful as it rolled around with the elk by the river. The elk looked a bit confused but was not hurt, taking the surprise in a calm way. The video shows how nature can be playful, giving us a glimpse of the funny side of these big animals. It's like a reminder that even in the wild, animals can have silly and surprising moments, making a funny show by the peaceful river. The bear's quick show turned into a fun picture of the wild, where each day brings new and funny things to see. Wandering spirit. The narrative unfolds with a cryptic video capturing a poignant moment as a daughter bids farewell to an unseen presence. Filmed alongside her aunt at her late mother's gravesite, the little girl unexpectedly engages in an unusual interaction. The video takes on an enigmatic quality as the daughter claims to be saying goodbye to her mother, who purportedly visited from heaven. The child gestures toward the sky, indicating her mother's ascent, lending an eerie authenticity to the encounter. The video's mystique prompts speculation. Was it the spirit of the departed wandering, or perhaps the daughter influenced by an unseen force? The inexplicable nature of the footage leaves viewers intrigued and perplexed, offering no straightforward explanation to the mysterious events captured. Exclusive mink den. In February 2020, a trail camera in West Hampton, Massachusetts, unveiled the secret dwelling of a mink, offering a fascinating glimpse into its world. Tucked away beneath a tree and a sizable stone, the den served as a haven for the creature. The captured video showcases the mink's careful emergence, its cautious movements revealing a deep understanding of its surroundings. It provides a brief but insightful peek into the life of this clever and meticulous resident, showcasing its adept skills in navigating and surviving in the wilderness. Deer got another deer's head. In a super chilly forest, something really weird caught a camera's attention. Picture this: a deer with its big antlers was wearing another deer's head like a funny hat. It was like a crazy winter dress-up party. The freezing air told tales of this strange meeting as the camera kept snapping shots. The deer, with the head it borrowed, walked all fancy through the snowy trees. Its antlers looked spooky, but also kind of cool with the head mask thing. Nature, being all mysterious, turned the icy forest into a stage for this super odd show. The camera just watched quietly, taking movie of this frozen moment. People looking at the shots might wonder about the funny mystery that happened in the middle of the freezing woods. Occasionally, when snowflakes are doing their quiet dance, nature makes stories that make our imaginations happy and amazed. Rainforest mirror. In the middle of the thick rainforest, something special happened by a shiny puddle that acted like a mirror. It showed the tall trees and the sound of rain falling. None of the lively creatures in the rainforest knew that a curious lion had walked into the scene. Its wet, fancy mane sparkled in the rain. A trail cam, like a quiet storyteller, took a picture of tiger looking surprised at its own reflection. The rainforest, normally loud with bird calls, got quiet as the tiger, both interested and careful, moved closer to the strange watery mirror. The perfect reflection got a little wavy, and the captain jumped a bit, showing its big golden eyes filled with both confusion and amazement. In that special moment, the trail cam saved the magic of the rainforest. A quick meeting between a brave tiger and its own reflected twin. A story carried by the wind through the leaves and remembered by the old trees. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.